Yeah, man, you don't know that your boy KG, and right now we on the Hee Haw podcast. You don't know the thing go. Mad.
Start the show.
Man.
From a professional point of view, dog.
Yeah.
Radar entrance song from 0 to 10
Do you think you want to do like your Trinibad verse on that team song?
on that theme song.
Boy, I highly doubt. It's cool. It suit the
It's suit the thing.
Yeah, it suit
we
the
saying
thing.
that shit. As we say.
I mean,
It kinda not easy.
It's nice flow.
Hee Haw, Hee Haw.
Yeah, it's
Nice
like
vibes, man.
yeah, but seeing like you can talk about money and the thing, guns
Yeah.
for the thing on the hee haw,
Yeah, anything.
except with the hee haw
Yeah.
verse now.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the only podcast that I already don't know.
Yeah,
The podcast.
type up nothing.
No, I did. Yeah, the only podcast I could watch Deadpool 3 and then be like, this movie is real shit. And I'm
Yeah?
going to do watch it. And then go and watch it and then go and do your podcast now because Jesus Christ, that was shit. Hee-haw, too easy, two man, back again, Mr. Bazzi. We in episode 55.
Oh, your weekend was done. Beside the Deadpool drama.
This weekend was real shit. This
Yes.
weekend was 100% shit.
So you went spar with the Mexicans and them up the road.
Nah, boy, last night I went down you spot us go with these Spanish girls. Like for some reason that less Spanish girls and more men.
Yes.
And it was a club night. So
Yeah.
it's like all the niggas gonna be dancing with tonight.
So you bail out.
Yeah, I left. I didn't stay. It wasn't that kind of like you want a nice male to female ratio, like for 4 girls for one guy, that kind of thing. Because girls wine on girls, fellas don't wine on fellas.
Right.
See that.
And I had to leave.
KJ,
Yeah, man.
welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, man.
How you going?
Thanks for having me, yeah, man.
No scene. Tell us, the people who don't know, the Hee Haw listeners, tell them who KJ is, tell them where you come from, the origination. You are the mic.
I mean, KG is a lot of things, you know, a lot of things. Different people would know me for different things, basically, you know. So I came in the industry as an artist, right, and that's what really bring me into the thing, you know, writing music and that kind of vibes, and going through the paces, going through the different phases of my journey. I
Right.
just started to dab in different parts now, you know, the production side, the videography side, you know, different sides basically. And basically I started to use my talents, like things that I was learning throughout, you know, the journey. And I started to help youths now. You know, so if I meet a youth and I find like he had talent, I will start to
Yes, it's
help him, you know.
you can't say
Production.
youth.
No, like I was a youth too.
No, but
Yeah.
like, what do you say youth? Like, what's the age difference in these youth? How old?
What do you mean?
How old are you specifically?
Me, I 33 years old.
Oh, okay. You can say youth then.
A big
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
do you
come
say
on.
because you look like 24 now. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what you
Yeah,
talking
now the
about?
man is a grown
like 17
guy.
Nah, a big man.
17 year old.
Yeah, a big man.
Yeah. So you're telling me how you reach out and help the youth.
Yeah.
Right.
And they back then, as I said, they when I was a youth, you know. I basically started to use my talents and just started to help the youths around. You
Well,
know?
I hear what you're telling me, and I already coming from a background similar to yours in terms of now me no bad man. I don't know nothing about the streets, right? Because I will always tell people my grandmother and them do their best with me.
Right.
Right?
He lying. Anyway, he lying.
They do the best with me. So things where I see the system, the government, wherever I was feeling the youths, I in a way will appreciate people now who coming up from the same kind of struggle and giving back and doing things to, you know, promote a healthier environment where you come from now.
Right.
So in a sense it's like Trinidad have a stigma attached to it now, boy. And that stigma just kind of make people misunderstand what exactly the power of the music is about.
Right.
So, what you were telling the detractors, the people who saying Trinidad promoting gun violence, prostitution, whatever they want to call it now, boy,
you like
right?
Trinidad is promote prostitution?
I don't know. I don't know.
mean,
But they
I
might say,
never hear a song like
they
that.
might say something derogatory now.
Point me to that song, please.
I mean, the world promoting these things, you know, that is what we see in society on the whole, not just in the music. If you look at the movies, you will see the same vibes. You know, we like the movies with the little gunshot and the action, you
Yeah,
know, and
bullshit.
the little body walking through, and you know, I mean,
Must.
that's what
Yeah.
we love. You know, we love the video games, the Call of Duty, the Grand Theft Auto. You know, society been always on that type of time. You know, but what people need to understand is the world not just filled with that. You know, it also have positive things in the world too now. You know, and we need to focus on that too. You know,
Right.
because I always tell people, if I don't want to hear a certain type of song or I don't want to watch a certain type of movie, I just wouldn't partake in it. You understand? I will go to the other movie or the other song. You know, so in Trinidad, it have the gun thing, it have the action thing, but it will be so wrong for anyone to say that that is all it have. Because the reality is it have positive music in Trinidad. So if you want to hear the positive music, you have to go and look for it.
You'll find it.
And don't just say Trinidad full of a gun thing. That like you saying Denzel Washington does only act in Batman movies because you watch Training Day and you watch John Q. But
Not
he have Remember the Titans. You know, he have other types of movies too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
art.
Yeah.
You know, people need to understand that way it is. We're artists too. We're actors too. We have our own Hollywood too. We know how to shoot a music video and make somebody feel like we're a villain.
What-
You know, it's
About
the same
that,
thing. It's the
it's-
same thing.
Remember before back in the 90s, so like we'd have be cheering at that point in time, and where you have to do the gangster image, I guess.
Right.
So but back then it was more, I guess you're looking for authenticity. So you had to be this to rap about this, or you had to be this. If you wasn't, you was going to get your card put.
You ain't certified.
So is this the same thing I would say with Trinidad, where you have to be kind of certified to sing?
Not necessarily,
Like a
because
no- yeah.
it have a lot of artists who sing the bad man thing, and we know there is no bad man.
Right.
So
I
like
not to call no names, but I mean,
Like if I was to say, here's the scene, I'm a straight edge person. So if I was to say, here's the scene, I want to start to say, I want to sing Trinidad under the name Bumbleclad Jones.
Right.
That's my, that's my rap Trinidad name, Bumbleclad Jones. And it's like, I coming out and automatic, bring it static, ba 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 ba. I mean, I like hoes and shit. I like
Right.
like looseness with girls, but I know no gunplay kind of thing
right,
like that.
you know that. Yeah.
But would I be accepted in the community? Because I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I don't smoke at all.
Yeah.
But then you see me in the music video, big funk,
Nah.
I
Well,
two girls, and I
nah.
hold this little
Well, if you're
rifle.
talking in like in that aspect,
Yeah.
I would personally say nah. I think go work because I ain't saying you have to be a bad man, but to be a dancehall artist is a certain lifestyle. You know, it's like also being a soca artist. The reason why I don't like soca, well, I don't say I don't like soca because people go say KG don't like it, don't encourage
Yeah,
it.
you hate soca. We get on tape.
But
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
that. It's not that. It's not that. I don't want to say I don't like soca. The reason why I never looked at soca as something that I should do is because I don't really enjoy the things of the soca lifestyle. Me don't really like rum too much. You know, me don't really like hot sun party and, you know, I personally don't like that, you know. So for me to go and sing a song about out in the road and a drinking punch and I lying, so it wouldn't really come out
It wouldn't resonate.
realistic. And then the people around me go and know, and then too, I had to go on the stage and whine on a bump
And
thing.
they know you.
They know me. So it come like I selling my soul there basically. So if you do that, if you come in the Trinidad industry and you know you don't smoke, but you pretend that you smoke, and I think that I feel, yeah.
Like our man's not hot now. Like you remember that guy,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
know he was 100%
But that was comedy. That was comedy.
100%.
Part.
But
Yeah.
like okay, like how it dangerous now? Like what people say, don't run into this industry, you could get killed. I come in 100%. You know I none, but I with this person,
Yeah.
and I call the names, but with this person, but this person hate this person, and I'm making videos with both sides.
Because
no,
both sides.
I don't really care because I'm not really about any of them lives. But I come and I was like, hey, Bumbleclad Jones, the club, whatever.
And you're just singing regular music.
No, I was again complete like yeah.
Gang music you're singing or
I run up in our man house and kill a baby.
Dog.
know what I mean? You
Like
could sing.
wild dog.
You could sing the bad man music.
Kill a
and-
bee.
You could sing the bad man music, but you can't associate yourself with no side and
Nah, not on no side.
Nah,
But in everybody music video.
Nah, you could do your thing because it have artists in Trinidad that nobody want to kill. You know, like people just make it seem like nobody don't want to kill me. I just go wherever I now come from the beach. Just, I know dust out sand before I get
yeah,
come
yeah,
here.
yeah,
really
yeah,
see
yeah,
man
yeah,
us
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
You know what I mean? I just live a
Is that team
comfortable-
man? Is that team man?
Come on, I just live a comfortable life.
Right.
You know, and I at Trinidad, I'm a chain, I rep in Trinidad full. But the narrative that Trinidad is this, I mean, Trinidad always had
anything.
what going on. So it don't matter if you're a carpenter, it don't matter if you're a DJ, it don't matter who you is. You might dead because the place steamy. And a lot of these artists, come from communities where like what been going on and people just Trinidad come like an avenue for them to do something.
Expressing themselves.
But that don't mean that the reality changed. That don't mean that, the thing does go.
On a more serious topic, but that was a serious topic. We can get more serious in it, right?
More serious
the politics of the day, right? To try to make it as simple as possible, the grassroots have never had a chance, right?
Right.
So the message coming out of the music, even from, because I was watching something from Krukru today, right? Krukru sit down in tongue and literally on his guitar, because he was talking about the artist and it went straight back to my head. That's something an artist does. That's the importance of an artist now.
Right.
Sit down in tongue and the social commentary was, we fail Abu Bakr now. Right? And it was a scathing remark to the government of the day. Because apparently, when we was youths, apparently ANR had the country under a real strong, oppressive time.
Yeah, they were stressed.
Strapped under pressure.
We're talking about
tension.
1990s.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of tension in the air around that time,
Yeah. So this man kind of was the person to soften the blow.
Right.
Land the plane that was basically in turbulence. Right? And the way he put across the message, if a normal man wants to come and say, boy, Abu Bakr, this thing now, you should have done get locked up for sedition or some kind of madness, right?
Right, yeah.
But the genuine aid, or they really feel somebody who was trying to help, is what I think we is underestimate and not be grateful to artists for now.
Right.
So just to add to your point, that was just to highlight a little extra based on the importance of why a little youth man coming out from no passes in secondary school, working in a gas station, could take up a pen and a notebook and somehow work on the English language and do something and still help society in a sense,
I find how much of the there's a lot of young men in your camp or whatever, in terms of you're helping the youth men. But like young girls now, I guess it is coming early, you watch us morning, it's like, you know what? You could be the Anna Shaw is work with girls.
We have a lot of female artists around us too, who you work with a lot. But, it's always more difficult with the females them now.
It's more difficult with the females?
Yeah. To boss a female artist. Like, if you boss a female artist, you get through now.
No, here's
like a goal.
No, here's why. Here's why I'm asking. Because it seemed like you kind of had to fuck them. Not you, but like you had. Yeah, it's something crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like not you, but like you find the girl is our wet reds or whatever.
Right.
In order to maintain her in the camp, somebody had to beat it. Because she wanted.
A serious scene.
Okay, let me say I discover she. Your partner is she man. But your partner not on this thing, nah. He wanna keep it for himself.
Right.
So now we have to get her in the camp. It's like one of me had to fuck this girl, So it's like, is he seen her ends? Come on, she in the camp.
Right.
Because
Nah, you lie.
Because to me it's even like they emotional and they're not really like logical thinkers. Hey, let me rock with KG because KG could really put more correct in it. You each thinking, but in love with him. This man made
brung up the thing.
And it's like in the studio, your man calling.
But that is real gone, eh? That is real gone in the industry. Like,
the fuck the girl.
Females that's linked with teams. And the reason why they're not getting choose because the producer fucking the girl. So after a while, emotions going and come into play and nothing ain't going away.
No, and somebody love the girl. And it's like men guys can't take the beat. But it's like, hey, all right, but I realize you're talking to the Reds. That's my Reds. And meanwhile, courageous remains stagnant.
And a lot of things.
And it was how it
that's female courage. So as I say, when you boss a female artist, it's like a gold mine. Because
as opposed to a fella now. I felt like, this nigga could spit. He from a reputable area. People in the area like him, and he could rep that area. Boom, fruit.
Females is here, is makeup.
Jeez.
No, but what?
Females is, you have to be extremely talented. Like you are something real special in a way.
Yeah.
That's why like when people fight on certain field. Like I I was a fan of female artists from ever since, even since I was a youth. You know, Lil Kim and
Right.
Brown
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know,
was a
Eve. You know,
But here's the thing, even with them was getting fucked.
yeah. No, but
Biggie was fucking Kim. Foxy Brown was getting fucked by Jay-Z.
Well,
And
I mean-
Eve was getting fucked by Stevie J.
Like, these are some,
but it had. Well, I'm not gonna say it had some that probably get you without fucking, but the one that was going to call,
yeah.
nah.
Who is fucked?
They can't really call on him.
I ain't too sure. Most likely she was. Yeah, but that would just go.
I mean, it's man and woman in the dog.
Yeah,
No,
because it don't have to be a whole thing. You know? It might look like a whole thing, but if you working in an office with a woman, or you might end up in something, you know. So, or in the same work
And here's the
together,
fuck
so,
thing, right?
you know.
So I hear some shit say this, that most of the females don't write their own shit. Like, it's fellas who's be writing, like, what we see as female artists. So,
Well,
it's,
according to Hooters, according to
yeah,
Hooters,
but what I say, the majority
But
is
they
the-
take a lot of songs, yeah. That is how it is, yeah.
So how women behaving in the industry is like the reflection of what men want to see. So it's like, I had the wettest cat in the world, I had the wettest cat in the world, I had the wettest cat. And that's the big tune.
That
And
is
it's
true.
like,
That
shut
is
the
true.
fuck, shut the fuck up. You're
Ah,
wild.
well, I
You're
just
wild.
want to know if that's this again.
That's the song I wrote when it comes out. You know I wrote it.
No,
I,
but
Alright, boss.
you can't boss as a female singing like what you know singing.
Yeah,
You're
no.
mad.
What?
A man might boss with a song like that.
what
Not a woman.
what was that big? Oh, you don't want Trinidad
No, female artists.
in general.
Name a female artist in the past, let me say 2-3 years,
Megan Thee Stallion.
who had a big song. Yeah.
Megan
Who,
Thee
Megan?
Meg-
And what song you talking about?
WAP.
How that song is go?
Wet
That's
ass
about 2
pussy.
years?
Yeah,
Hold on.
wet ass pussy. I don't fucking listen
No,
to
but
that shit.
Megan, no, but Megan does spit though. And the only
To
thing,
be honest, boy, KG, but I
I know this
never
thing.
really, I was listening to my rap and thing, but I never really get the inclination to sit down.
let me go
and-
back and come back
Alright.
to my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I was saying I rate female artists, because back to what I was now saying, Megan does spit, but men ain't gonna really hear that, you know, because
Men watching the ass.
women have it harder. That too,
Men
that
watching
too.
the
Men
ass.
really studying that, but women have it harder. So in order for people to like men gravitate towards a female artist, you got to come real good.
Okay, like
You got to come real good.
who's a big Trinidad female? Right. Well,
Nah, I don't think it any big Trinidad.
Jesus Christ.
90 Trinidad, probably in the dance hall.
Oh.
Trinidad different.
Oh, no. Okay, who big? Which female
Because
big
it's a
is
Lady
this?
Lava.
Right. Now who we talking about? I don't going to say
Because I
anybody.
know Trinidad, but
Oh,
I
okay.
Trinidad dance hall, you know, so.
There's a differentiation.
Yeah.
That's something I know.
But I don't think Trinidad.
Oh, not Trinidad, but like female
And big.
Any
that's
females.
all
Yeah, but there
Trinidad.
are plenty, you know.
That was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Couture,
Yeah, we had it on last
Big up yourself, Nelly. You had Nelly last week.
Bubbles.
But I
Bubbles.
Man, I know.
Bubbles
You know
make me
Bubbles?
laugh the other day, dog. When she went to
You
the
don't know
primary school.
Bubbles?
Bro, I own it now.
What you mean you're old?
I own it now.
How old is?
35. I told him to listen to.
Yeah.
I told him to listen to this music. I can't take
Yeah,
that.
you know Bubbles though?
No, I
You
didn't.
know it burning. Never heard that song?
Never hear that. So I don't even listen to it.
Brother,
Nine bullshit.
don't lie to me.
Bro,
What kind of music you listen to?
well, right now Spanish discotheque.
What's going on?
It's
Dembe?
yeah,
Dembe?
Dembe.
Like that is your choice in music.
Of,
like,
course,
that
of
is-
course, fucking not. That's what we playing in club.
Oh, that
But what you listen to? Like,
Rap from early 2000s.
like who?
Like everything that was on
Like
BT.
50 Cent.
Yeah, like that. I was not listening to
Yeah,
it.
man.
tell you, man, I'm a
Well-
real artist nowadays. I hope he's real.
Yeah, I don't know. Jay-Z, DMX.
Jay-Z. So who's the good? Jay-Z?
That's a fucking hard question. Because right now I'm starting to hear this nigga so much.
Yes.
So who's the good?
I would say DMX was better than Jay-Z. He
So
had more
DMX is the GOAT?
The
The GOAT, the greatest of
of all time.
Whoever you say, dog, back in, you know, because you're
Hey,
looking like you.
Hey,
boss.
we back.
Right. Nah, you're on your own, dog.
Now who's the GOAT
Yeah.
for you? Like, if it's a hip-hop.
Of our rapper, it's not even him. So they can go there.
No, me
Don't
neither.
go there.
I asked
Yes,
you.
my one time.
No,
Don't go
I
there.
want to know it's your
My top five has always been
Jay-Z
Jay-Z.
GOAT.
Golden.
Your top five.
My top five is between Jay-Z and DMX.
Eh.
Jay-Z and DMX on a line. In
Yeah.
terms of just cultural appeal, whatever, what he
Yeah.
did, I don't like Tupac.
I would say Jay-Z and Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah.
I never
Have to be.
I never like Tupac. To me, he seemed
You
like,
like his music?
I like him as an actor. I don't like his music.
You really like his music?
To me,
You
he seemed
could
like
really say that,
to me, he
honestly.
was always masking like the fact that he was battling with his sexuality. I think if he had break out now, he'd have probably.
You bring up a dread topic there, boy.
I think
So you believe Tupac was gay?
was mask. He was like, we're wrong, Jada Pinkett a little bit too long, nigga.
So you believe Tupac was gay?
I think he was floating. I don't know if he was homosexual, but he clearly was. What is called it now?
Entitled already. But I think I tell them that. No,
Like, no.
I will lie. People might get vexed.
With
But
the nose ring.
I
and
just
the
observe things very closely, and I feel Tupac was really shaky.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
No,
like
but then
one
Biggie
thing.
said some gay shit as well.
Yeah.
And I
You see that line in that tune we was listening there? the dog?
yeah, you look so good at sucking your daddy's dick. I'm still trying to figure out what I mean.
Some of them say fucking your butt or some cat.
Oh, that's Biggie. Biggie. I'm sure you've
On a
heard
bridge,
Bridge.
yeah.
LL Cool J have.
Yeah.
I love you like a man that's 10 foot tall. I was like,
Yeah, that's like that. Like wine talk, dog. You can't be.
so that's the kind of things they were saying. But Tupac
Yeah.
now, like, seeing that's why you're so overly aggressive now, because you have to mask it somehow.
Nah, but behind all of that though, Tupac music. Come on.
It's
like,
resonate with your
Come on,
your-
Dear Mama,
Yeah.
Tug Mansion.
Brenda's got a baby.
Oh,
them
come
kind of
on,
vibes,
dog.
yeah.
Like you can't, you know, it's different. There's not many men had that. But DMX up there too.
Alright.
DMX third for me, definitely.
We rated Eminem in this whole season.
He's white. Yeah. I said it. He's a white guy.
But I just fought with men over this all the time. Because real men tell me Eminem is he good.
Yeah.
Eminem
He's
can never
not.
be the good.
He's not.
All right. Okay.
You understand?
Understood.
But
I
he
know
definitely in the top 10.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
think-
yeah.
He top 10.
Yeah.
Eminem coming out in the time where music was like dead now, boy. And he's the one
Yeah,
who
he can
at
revive that.
any point in time.
And only that, you know, the story that he had to tell, like what Eminem is a white boy from the trailer park with a mother who was on drugs, used to abuse him.
Crazy, like,
With a wife who was on shit and daily and thing, and he had that story to tell, and people was intrigued by that story. But when that story run out,
Yeah.
it was like, what else was Eminem that way?
Angry man.
Yeah,
He is
son.
the
Yeah,
most
he just a
technical.
white boy.
He's the most.
spitting.
He's the most technical rapper.
Yeah,
Like,
have a story.
He could rap.
like Jay-Z's the billionaire.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Right,
Kanye is
right,
the
Yeah, eccentric
genius.
artist.
Yeah. Everybody had a thing. Eminem
DMX was the hood man.
DMX is DMX though.
He's the hood man.
Yeah. X is X, you know.
As a valuable lesson for like even younger artists. You
Yeah.
come into the industry, had a something
So you
now,
think
boy.
you need
Substance
to
now,
have,
yeah.
because now it's more characters. Like you say, would have like men who just weird in terms of there's a persona,
Yeah.
but then the music is garbage. But they're making way more waves.
Yeah, because I mean, that's what it's about, you know. To me, that's what the art is about. You know. The music is a reflection of who the artist is. And a lot of artists feel that they just want to be artists, so they will go in a studio and write anything. That means you're a writer. You're
Right.
an artist. An artist is somebody who could paint their reality now. Boy. Who's you? What you feeling now? Boy?
Who is the man that's get to tell an artist, a person, because we didn't differentiate them yet. But he come in the studio with a song, KG by thing,
Yeah.
in my lyrics.
Yeah.
You say, well, give me a sample and he sing for you. I mean, ethical or unethical to tell him, you ain't have it dog.
Right?
Because you never know.
You never know.
I is not really somebody to tell. I wouldn't tell you dynamite. But I'll tell you where you're going wrong now. Boy. You know, I'll be like, yeah, we're going on, bro. You have to push that song a little more. I feel you have to put some more lyrics in it. I like the hook, you know, but you have to sing it a little better. You know, and just kind of guide them. But I never had the belly to make somebody feel like the thing not good. Because I was a youth once who was writing my little thing too, and I used to believe in my art. And then when I go and sing it for a man tell me that shit, KG, that used to break my heart, dog.
Serious.
It
And
probably
you
used to push me more, eh?
Yeah, you
understand?
still
But
stay.
it used to
What make it not divert?
divert over.
Or give up.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Like to give up?
Yeah.
Because it hurt me?
Yeah.
Well, as I now say, it used to push me, but it used to break my heart. But anytime somebody doubt me, I want to show you, you know, I want to show you the front. You know, it's
Yeah.
not really about, if you find a shit, you might make me believe it's really shit, and now I want to get better.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And that's gone in my life even today, you know?
So when you still have people to be like, fuck that song.
No,
That song is shit.
not just fuck that song, because I do just write songs no more. Now I just do all different things. So like they say how I now dive into the podcast world. There's a few months I doing this thing. I don't know journalist. You
Right,
know?
right,
I just KG and I just trying to push the culture. So I might do an interview and you know I might see a comment on YouTube with somebody saying, KG, this interview thing is not for you.
Serious.
Yeah, or KG, why you over talking the people and them like certain mistakes I probably mistakes.
Hey,
That's
overtalk
awesome. That's
all the guests.
going on.
Overtalk them all the time.
Yeah.
over talk and all the mistakes people might look at my thing and feel KG doing. It has hurt, man. It's only human because I want to just see people saying, yeah, boy, I love this thing. I want to see somebody saying, KG, I ain't like how you say this, or KG, what shit you're talking. It is just put me in a place where I'll be like, all right, I probably really was over talking. So let me try to balance it more. And when I do these things, I see the improvement with the interview, I see the ratings, I see more positive comments. So as I say, all you talk now, all you tell me, all you do like, but it does break my heart. So it was always hard for me to tell a man straight up, like, you singing shit, boy.
That's the reason for the laugh and cry face and entertainment now, but it's so much else how to go through to make people have a good time.
They know. It can make you up on a podium, waiting for people to judge you. People don't understand. You're just putting yourself.
Exposing
like,
yourself.
Say what you want.
I mean, we go through that with the podcast. It's the same thing. Podcasting in Trinidad and Tobago, I'll tell you one thing. The first thing that we do here is why them trying to follow the American and them, right? But I will always
everybody want a podcast.
All of us anyway, a podcast, right? But if you have a particular dream, a particular passion, a particular direction for your life, and you start off a little shaky, and you stop. Every time you do that, you become less and less of a human. So, listening to people telling you, is that, or they trying to be this, they call this, all kind of things to talk about me and my brethren, right? Bigger and skinny,
fresh and fit.
Fresh and Timo, fresh and fit.
Well, like negative comments. Like really negative energy.
Like I
don't read comments. So he's the one who lose time. Hey, look what they say. I was like, seriously?
I don't consider it negativity.
What's the worst thing I'll ever see what all this?
Boy.
When they say the thing about me, and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, there are some allegations, but at the same time, it's like mischievous people now, boy, who in the industry itself. Because it's not even like podcasting is an industry, dog. It's just like pockets of people saying down doing the thing.
No, but nobody think about Trinidad is they're backward now.
Thank you very much.
And as I say, I don't know journalists. I never really had dreams of being, behind a mic and interviewing people and things. But I know that this little island here has so much potential. We have so much talented people, and once we do the right thing, do what the Americans do, and that's all they're trying to make it sound like. Who's the Americans? The people that are doing better.
Come on,
the people that are making more money and all, the people that understand what's going on. Who's the Americans? What are they talking about, boy? They're slower.
Is that dog?
Just get my vexed off.
You from Aruka?
You from Arima.
I'm preaching to the choir.
You are backward now, boy. So we need more podcasts. We need people to do it properly. For sure. But we do it out of your own pocket. We have no help. And
you had
to do the thing.
The next white boy, because we get one half of the white boy.
Yeah, boy.
The white boy duality.
Get them some backstory.
The white boy.
You get the white boy. You get the Canadian. We get the German. So you get to come finish your half of the story.
You get them the backstory, dog.
We got
Christmas list.
Yeah, you got Christmas list. We get the one who was hiking.
Oh, the one who was walking through Trinidad.
Yeah, we get him.
What's his name again?
Tilo. We get. I was trying to bring it in. My thing is, how you manage to land that? Like, what you do to do it? You reach out to somebody
Now, so big up Johnny Bravo,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bravo, he's a big one.
And anything that really going on in the mix, Bravo does always call me and let me know first. Before it even happen, he just let me know, KG, this person coming, or KG, whatever. And I does choose what I want to be a part of. Because, Bravo's a man, he well connected. He's a man that's make sure he in the loop.
Yeah, Bravo on the show.
Big up Johnny Bravo.
You gotta reach out to Bravo.
Because Bravo's like a million stories.
Yeah, he's a man that's always try to push the thing now,
He's an interesting fellow, guy.
Yeah, he's interesting, but he's a man.
A million stories.
He had good intentions,
So it's Bravo gave the link.
He called me and he say it had this vlogger coming down them Christmas list in a week time. I didn't know who was Christmas list. Never. I like nothing. And he come down and I didn't know if I wanted to link with him because watch his content and I see him just walking around place and this phone looking quality. He's a man of quality. I just shoot music videos and things. So when I see this vlogger quality, I was like, why going and put myself on that now?
Right.
And he come down and he was calling me. And I didn't answer. I remember that. I didn't answer my phone. I was like, what is this, boy? What is this? And then I see he went on the beat and all these things. I was like, what is this? And I had a brother named Kid Volt. He's an artist.
Okay.
You know, big up Kid Volt. And he went to Sandy Grande to link with Kid Volt and him. And in the video, Kid Volt got shot like some weeks before the video.
Shit.
Right? Bullet grazed him in the head.
Shit.
That kind of vibes. Now, he's a very talented artist, you know, fighting the fight, trying to make it out the hood. You know, the thing does go. He's a good youth.
Correct.
But, you know, the thing does go when he's
wrong
rocking
time.
certain
Environment,
communities
man,
and
just
things.
environment,
Some men
yeah.
just get caught up and the thing does go. But he trying his best to come out, and it was an unfortunate situation. And Christmas, let's come down and Vol tell the story, basically, right? And I watched the video and I didn't rate that. I was like, oh, we need more of this. We need more, as I say, we need more documentation. Like, we need to push the culture. Like, when 50 gets shoot and all these things. That's why we was fans of these people, because we know the depths of who they was now. We don't know nothing about Marshall. We don't, well, let me not say nothing about Marshall. I just say, and I make an example, nobody don't vex with me.
I try and
I just
not
make
say
an
that, no.
example as a not innocent, but as a humble example, right?
Right.
We don't really know much about the artists in our industry, because they don't really come out and really let you know they were going
There's
through,
no human side
going through mental health.
of them.
This, me and my brother fall out. I don't talk to my producer again because he scammed me with the
He getting the
thing.
proceeds from the song. Yeah.
You know, the label that I signed to in Jamaica, they dropped me this. But don't worry, I'm coming back. I'm my own label. You know, like they don't really bring that. And I used to observe that. You understand? So when I see we was missing that, I started to just try to do that.
Right.
As I say, I don't know journalists, but I just know we need more of that. When I see Chris do that with Kid Volt, and I see the strength that Kid Volt get just from that, people was watching that like, wait,
Reaching
boy,
out to him and
the artists that I listen to who they sing all this positive music, you really get shoot, boy. Hey, boy.
Yeah.
You say I go in on that. People were saying Christmas is only showing guns and thing. Christmas is for showing guns. Christmas is for showing what the people were showing he. So I tell myself, if this man getting 100 and some thousand views with people showing him guns, you know, I go and show him. And I went on the program, but the vlog, and I show him Trinibad. I show him music. I show him humble. I show him goodness. I show him what I trying to do. And I get a lot of strength from just aligning myself with Christmas list, you know. He shined that light on me, and I give him that energy. I show the world what I wanted to show them. It wasn't just about Trinidad. It's not just about guns and thing. This is art. So I feel it's just so.
So at no point in time, because this is the question I asked Tilo. We had asked Tilo. I said, Tilo, by chance, you can find intelligence agency or something like that. You didn't cross it. I asked him flat out.
Brother, here
Never.
went on, huh?
I asked him flat out.
I'll get the insight we get, dog, is like, when you look at me and my virgin, yeah, you're not going and see. You ain't going and say, nah, them fellas ain't guns. Them fellas ain't. They're not going and say that, right?
Right.
So we having conversations with a man coming from all the way from Germany.
Right.
This man told me and my dog from a slicer.
And he keep asking.
And a particular question keep coming up
Tilo
now.
was
Like,
asking about guns.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know Tilo personally.
No,
but I
that's
can't
what I'm
talk
saying
about
now.
Tilo.
Keep asking, hey, so you don't know no gangs in Trinidad? I was like, bro, I don't know gangs in
I
Trinidad.
went out it because they were going on. Most of them see what Christmas list do, and they wanted to pattern what Chris do. But I went and looked at Chris
Stuff outside.
content outside of Trinidad with a fine teeth comb. I went to all them. He was in Haiti, when he was in Tivoli Gardens in Jamaica, he was in
going in
Spanish
all
Town,
them no-go
all over,
zones.
right? And I watched the content. And yes, in one or two man who probably come out with a gun, he stand up right. They
like the saddest
even,
video.
yeah, they didn't even go no way to say that that's day, you know, you could see it, all right, cool. Trinidad, he get the real deal in it.
Yeah, nah, you see it, boy.
So when
yeah.
people see what he do in Trinidad, they thought that he was always doing that. You know. He was just documenting
Oh, he see?
places that was
He's a
just,
travel vlogger?
right,
Okay,
and
okay.
just going certain hoods and things. You know. But he was taping children, he was taping people who was just talking random things, and then he was taping men who said they get shot in the foot last week and thing.
Yeah,
Like, that's what it was. But when he come Trinidad now, men start to send threats and thing through the man thing.
That's crazy.
And hot up the man. You know,
And then now it's like, no, because
And
this
the man
one,
getting locked up and things.
I
Like.
see.
But that wasn't his intention. His intention was to go into these places and get these stories of people
these
who face. So he hear that Trinidad is a place of gang war. Like what
Underbelly,
he hear,
the
he hear that.
underbelly.
He's seeing that the news broadcasting this.
For sure.
500 murders, this.
For sure.
So
10 men a day. So he said, I go in there and I want to talk to people who living in this fire. Because them, as I always say, we living in Trinidad and people outside watching, we like, how them
Them in hell, boy.
you know, yeah.
people if die all over them
If you have family in foreign,
Yeah.
there's right say, you good, you safe?
correct.
Yeah.
But we know, we normal. We
Yeah.
normal.
It's a cool scene,
we ain't
but-
normal, but we normal.
You could be in a hotspot,
Yeah.
you can get doubles or you can
But-
get shot. That's just how it is.
They come back in the jungle. If you watch National Geographic, you see that panther just dive, you know that
Yeah.
thing. Until you think like all going on in the jungle. Not knowing dog.
Sometimes
90% of the time,
The panthers be by the lake, get some water,
Yeah.
cool.
Watching the
Watching
sky.
the sky.
Yeah, the waterfall, the
Yeah,
fish
right.
jumping, you know. So
It's a highlight of the roughest and
he
toughest. and
just
the
wanted to
civilized.
come to get the real insight. And when he came, he saw what was really going on. Because you're going on in Trinidad, worse and all them other islands and them, you know.
Yeah.
They could say what, you know, the kind of culture we have
Badness,
here.
yeah.
It's different. It's one thing to have crime. It's one thing to have guns and drugs and all these things. But it's a culture.
Yeah,
the
man.
way how we people just think. Everybody in Trinidad feel the bad in it.
No, it's our programming. It's really our
On the
programming.
road driving, in the KFC line,
Yeah.
in
Yo.
the grocery,
Yeah.
in City Gate.
But you know what I say to that? Not just the badness, the people who quick to jump out and try to be the most violent is sometimes the people who don't know what violence is now, boy. You know,
And
they
I was saying-
don't know how to.
But that's the reason why it has so much murders because
Yeah.
people doing mad thing
Yeah.
in the life and I'm not glorifying killing, but killing was always a part of life. People get killed for doing shit.
Violation, them kind of thing, yeah.
No, well, prior, with that tribes, warring tribes and thing, people
It's
were
been that way.
It was always
The ones will
No,
fight.
it had the innocent ones that go fall, you know, and that is the unfortunate part of, you know, now boy, having all these guns in the country and, you know, as I always tell men at a time when it just a handgun and thing.
No,
A man run up
But
on your
man used to
pow.
make gun
But
and
no, but
all, you know.
remember our parents.
Who made shot
Well, I'm
gun
not
and
sure
thing.
all your parents. I'm not sure all, well, like our parents. Man.
Yeah.
You're
roughly same age.
same
Same
age.
age,
Nice.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
I grew up. If
We
you
went to school at the same time.
if you yeah, that's true. If
Yeah.
you talk to like your father or if you or
Yeah.
whoever was fighting, they'd be like, the most of that was a big stone and a stabbing.
Yeah, let's start
Be- be
yeah.
shot.
I'll cough out face.
Yeah,
Beat your real bad
But
man
you
in
come
the
back,
hospital.
you,
Yeah.
you come back
Yeah.
to fight another day.
Yeah.
Like Craig father from Friday.
Yeah.
You win some, you
Correct,
lose some. But you
correct.
live to fight another day.
Now it's high power rifles.
rifle.
So
Yeah.
was
you could
warfare.
hide behind the wall.
They
You
going
could
through
try
that.
to run. You could, you know.
Yeah.
So we had to understand that when they ask why the crime rate so high, there's blame Trinidad, there's blame all kind of different things. You know, people would blame. They might blame Rowley. You know, all kind of shit. But I really believe it's because we living in a box. Trinidad too small to have all these guns
Exactly.
in every single neighborhood in Trinidad.
It's like New
You know?
York City.
So it's like war going on in Trinidad basically. It's real war.
It's
Because,
real war,
because of the weapons now. boy.
It's like New
You
York.
understand?
Urban
So-
warfare is a serious thing.
So when a man go out there and shoot up the place, it's 3-4 dying one time. So the numbers going up. So it looking like, well, is the music, is the this, is the that? No, is them guns coming in the country though.
That's serious.
But
Too
in all fairness, though, it really are people, young youth men who doing this and others listening. Yeah, boy. I listen to this man who big up this area, so fuck them next niggas in the next area. That's what going on? Or is this like,
Yeah, well, I mean-
that's what causing it?
No, that was it.
I don't know. Bro, I don't know.
So, alright, if they stop Trinidad music now, or they stop dance, or they stop rap music, you feel the crime rate will.
Bye.
I think
what you
soca
feel?
was adding to the crime rate as well.
Brother, the most set a man does get a head kick off in Trinidad carnival time.
You know, here's why I say soca is the thing, because you've had that laugh. Soca does promote the most set of fucking adultery you would ever see.
Demonic thing.
No, so if we talk about
Demonic
murder,
thing.
adultery just as bad.
Haram.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
adultery just as bad. So you bullying a man's wife, you don't think he'll get so vexed that he come back to kill you?
But I was going on in the place, and I was saying, so when
It's
you
an
ask
evil
yourself
spirit
why a
doing
man dead, right? It's because of Trini, man. It's because he see a movie. You feel that why a man dead? A man dead because
You're
he
bullying a man's
Emotions.
wife.
well, a man wife or he owing a
Thief a
man
man money,
20,000.
yeah,
He take
yeah,
a man
yeah,
car, he never bring it back.
It's all kinda crazy
He's a
stories.
fuck up man.
Yeah, one thing I was
He
saying
put up his brethren, a brethren have on a chain, he put him up, he get
He get
robbed
robbed.
and knows you. You understand? The man retaliate on you. That what going on in the country.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, you
I
rape
said
a
that
child?
asshole. You dog.
You rape
dog,
a- and them-
you touch a man little daughter. He find out. He
Yeah.
go by the police.
He
The
just-
police
he-
ain't doing nothing. You know.
he
The
just come and
police
swing
coming
you.
and
Yeah.
just talking on your head. You know. You understand the time? Men beating people, child beating people, sister.
Abusing people, yeah.
But that's the part of the story
No,
that you
not
know
that
you just
thing.
see the result.
Dog, people have to be mad too, to really be blaming petty things like music and things. When I feel like when I hear people talk about them kind of thing, I'll be like, oh, they live in a bubble. Or like, oh, they don't come outside and thing. Like, oh, they don't see the kind of thing
Reality.
just go on. People don't call all you and say, hey, man, you know.
Nah, it's like insulation, you know. It's like the people, as a matter of fact, people entitled to their opinion, you know. Right? They could say what they want to say, right?
They can't.
Nobody entitled.
When we was young, you couldn't say what you wanted to say. Talk greasy, you're liable to get cough in your face.
Well,
So if I ever
Nowadays, everybody have an opinion.
everybody
now.
have an opinion now, boy, right? And again, I just watch it like scapegoatism now, boy. They're using minor issues to say, all right, that little issue is the reason why this bad. Life too complicated for that.
People shallow, boy.
Real small-minded,
People
boy.
shallow, boy. People are no soul, boy.
People
People have no sense of spirituality.
They
boy.
lost it, boy. They lost
People
it.
feel everything physical, boy. People feel everything is something righty, everything righty, everything is righty.
So
You understand?
because
It's thing deeper than that.
the overall thing, the overarching plot, murder is just to me a byproduct of some next actual problem. A man go thief. Men not just thiefing for glory now. Well, probably 1% them thiefing for that.
Yeah.
Men thiefing because they hungry. A man go thief thing because he want thief our bread. That's why you the grocery store thiefing our bread now. So if he hungry, you thief. But a man go murder or for the reasons we call it. But we talking about the man go put our next man wife. That's the things that's go unchecked. You ain't supposed to be.
And nobody know that.
And most of these songs that we saying, fuck that man girl. I fuck that man girl. Fatty for little wine. Fatty for little wine. You understand what I'm saying? That,
Majority of beef does come from a man, you know.
thank you very much. And that is
And it's always started, you know. A man ain't gonna say that.
Yeah,
But that is where the hate that start from.
like I am a girl. She watching. I like KG thing here.
So any man who don't like KG,
Yeah.
I sure is fat girl.
It's some girl thing.
Because me don't like man, me don't pre man, me don't beg man, me don't be a wrong man, me don't do nothing. So if you don't like me, it's for a woman. Could never be for a man.
Yeah.
So but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
and that
woman,
is go
woman.
that is go unchecked down.
Yeah.
Low impulse control. Somebody
Yeah, man.
can't control his thing, and he's like, fucking hate this nigga. I'm gonna rob him because my girl watching him.
Yeah.
And he will never admit to this.
But not just that too, dog. Not just that. You talking about the violence aspect. What about the part where men does be literally trying to block your way behind your back because of some jealousy?
Because a girl.
Yeah.
That's for a girl. See.
Not
Yeah.
jealousy.
So
That's
he
like
has
a
a you understand? So the opportunity that he
It
have to
always go
shit
back
on you.
to a girl.
It's
If you
always
driving a nice car,
Yeah.
the man ain't hate the car, you know. He hate the fact that he feel a girl will like you because
More
of
than
the
he.
car. though.
Yeah.
Men dread by
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's a sad
done?
state too, but Trinidad and Tobago, but rightfully says island. We basically bless and curse, you know.
No, but everybody fuck everybody here. I find that too. You understand what I'm saying? The city real small. I fucking that thing is just like everybody fuck everybody.
Nah, they done. You're not
Wait, I'm
real.
talking. I'm talking.
You go through, dog. You
Yes,
go
a man like your birds.
Yeah.
A man
No,
like your birds.
everybody.
That your vibe, that your vibe.
Not me. I talking about.
No,
I mean,
but that your
everybody.
vibes?
Don't worry
Yes, our
about-
birds, man.
Brother, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody, to me, everybody bullied everybody, and it's like a small city.
No, it's true.
And that is so you take a beating and thing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like meanwhile we not catching fuck this thing off and we like
No,
oh,
it's true,
But
it's
the
true.
thing about it is, real men will never know.
And
That's
that
the
is
next
the
thing.
thing.
and but when you find out is when you go in a
Well,
public
I tell
setting.
you, I remember the days,
Oh.
you know, my little wild days now.
Yeah.
Last week,
Younger days.
last week.
I was a good boy.
Hold
now.
on, KG, wait.
You go there, you like,
Yeah.
What is that?
There's a segment in the show. When they started reminisce, right? Before, when they started reminisce, we started drop the song right now, right? They did
Yeah,
Twilight
you see,
Zone.
just
I feel like forgetting.
Nah, you got it when it was in a while, boy. This.
just in case you're dealing the man, and I'm gonna call no specific name, just in case you're dealing the man.
But you forget what
this is
I was
before
saying.
that. Nah,
Man,
continue.
What we was talking about?
We was talking about how when he was in the younger days, you remember how girl used to operate now, boy. And you remember
But something we were talking about
like
first. I
bullying
really
girl and
Everybody bullying
everybody
Right,
bullying.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Go through.
So, as I say, I remember back in my wild days, now, boy. But now I'm a change man. You know, I'm a big man now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really be on them kind of vibes anymore. But them days, you know, I would have like a little birdie.
Yeah, I look at it.
Yeah, you know.
Askins.
And it would be a top birdie.
Right.
You know, up there.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Instagram model.
Yeah.
50,000 followers.
Proper.
3,000 likes in 5 minutes.
Oh, this is how the man is breaking down his story.
Yeah,
Killing me
nah,
now.
nah.
80 comments. 6 minutes.
Proper.
Different. Right? And she go be by KG, man. You understand? In the middle of the night. Right? Late in the night.
Right.
And she would go home after everything happened.
Right.
And she would immediately open her phone and post something trying to create a narrative. Like if you're single or nobody in touch here or thing. Right?
Yes.
And I used to always rock back and be like, if people only know so and so
What is he really doing?
doing this or doing that.
Yeah. I was talking to our sister yesterday, right? And I was telling her, if men only know how treacherous woman is, you know the only man who does find out how treacherous a woman is the wet man.
It's the men,
Yeah.
like me and my brothers always say, is a selective few hammer men
Yeah.
in Trinidad and Tobago. But let trust me.
Yeah.
But
Let
it's a
everybody-
man who does pretend he's wet man.
Correct.
You know he's a pretend wet man. He might look the part. He might have a money in his pocket. So he could spend it. You know, he could put gas in the car and drive all over Trinidad for them girls, carry food for them, this, that.
He's a
He could do that.
serviceman, yeah.
I was never that kind of man.
He's a serviceman.
I was never that kind of man, being real.
He thought
You
the
know,
man who's
I
buying
was
the
the
food.
silent killer. I was the man who just did. I was the man who people would be shocked.
Yeah. Say
I in the
KG, right?
mix because I not in the likes. I share a picture with me.
Who the fuck is this right nigga?
Yeah.
I not going out with you. Turn no date.
Okay, so
Man is the
so, no,
small
let me explain. So
operator.
it have a
I
man.
is the sniper.
So it have a-
I is the man who quiet up.
Enemy
Why
UAV
man
spotted.
yeah. Hey, who's that man there? Who's he girl? Who's he? Quick kill him. I up there. Pop, pop.
Kill confirm.
Yeah,
Kill
that
confirm.
used to always be,
Yeah.
like real interesting to me now because I find that real hurtful, dog.
That's sad, boy.
And that kind of fuck with my intelligence, dog, and
Yeah,
fuck with my
yeah,
heart
yeah,
and make me, I didn't want to trust nobody because
I
I
had
was
to
like,
trust.
what is that?
Because it have a.
Or you could come by me, right? Leave from by me and go home immediately and post
But that girl,
something,
that girl is a sociopath, boy, right?
No, because
No, a woman doing that, you know.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
they're doing.
It is why I'm asking. Is because it have a man who buying gyros, mercilessly buying gyros.
Not gyros, boy. Wait, it was? Burger, boy.
Burger, shrimp gyro, burger,
Love
thing.
a burger, boy.
And
Love
then
to
she,
buy burger.
no, and then she take him two. She'll buy two. It's like, wait, what the fucking second gyro for?
In the morning,
Bam.
in the morning.
Then she come and check you. Hey,
Two gyro?
No, and then she come and buying.
Men buying 2 gyro for girl.
Yes, man. Yeah, two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, listen to them.
No, I know. I nearly get catch with the shit, It's like, why you want the doggy bag after you went for dinner for? Nah, I'll be taking the dog. I'll be taking that doggy bag. You try to feed no next man.
Carrying gyro for the
beat you out.
man. Yeah,
Sorry.
no.
And that's what killing me.
Sorry,
No,
boy.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody get her on the wrong, I realizing
No,
that.
you see, men does get it wrong, but you see, men does be so starving for pum pum, dog.
But
And
back
that's
to
the
what I
next
was
thing.
saying,
Right.
it have a selective
I see, but
set of snipers, all you be.
it have
Yeah.
fellas who feed it, and it have fellas who get it fit.
I been real. It have
Sharks.
about, in Trinidad,
It are sharks.
right? In Trinidad, I just it have about 20 men in Trinidad, dog. All you watch us.
That's 20 men.
20 men.
It's 20 men. Can you give?
Yeah.
Personally,
No.
close friends,
Yeah.
but about at least 10 of them.
So you had to take,
At least half.
everything to not get home.
I talking about I walking in certain men house
Yeah,
Jesus
boy.
and seeing all the men girls, but
Hey, boy. I know it's true. It's true. It's true.
If all you know the kind of men I just deal with, think about who KG does deal with. I ain't calling no names.
No, it's true.
No. don't-
I just
don't-
walk in some.
Woman is-
I just
woman is
walk
the
in some
greatest, you know.
sniper's house, bro, God, and I was be hurt when I see them in the house. I hurt. I
Yeah.
hurt for the man.
You kind of
No,
breaking
so
there.
you
Your
so
belly,
now,
your belly
now,
hurting.
now you get a little bit more mature. Do you take, because I think I do that. No, I ask him, if I'm a man, I don't want to talk to you. I literally, if I'm a man, yeah, whoever you're dealing with, I don't want
Now
to deal with.
everybody have a man. All girls have a man.
Well, then all girls lying
especially if they're at a certain age, because women very emotional. So at some point in your life, you connect yourself to somebody, and it just stay.
She might
Forever.
want nobody to know, but
Yeah,
it was-
but
Imagine you was
did.
going to a music interview and this girl way better. So you just
Well,
kinda
I
like
mean,
this. I'm
yeah,
gonna do
no,
that.
that-
I'm
that's how the podcast
and I
is.
say, and I say, you know.
that whole
Yeah.
the treachery women us do. Men
No,
can't
I
even
dread it,
start to
dread it.
compare.
I went through a lot of women in this life.
Serious.
Yeah.
Nah, it's tough.
No,
it's
it-
tough.
it's-
I think I went through like the worst now. You know how much men who I feel went through, I went through my brother.
You're a strong man,
Yeah,
but
we
you
have-
yeah.
stand
yeah.
up here.
We have two girls here.
And that's where my hat on my sleeve too.
You know, light skin is light skin. We
Yeah,
like
that
we
light
light skin.
skin
We light
thing,
skin. This is why I realize girls do it now. Fellas, stop sucking box in general. Just don't do it. Here's why. Because girls going out jamming and bullying. You want? Oh, yes, we have to. Now we have to. Girls going out and bullying men. Girls going out and bullying men. No,
No,
flat.
it's true, dog.
And what they doing is letting a man breaking them
Yeah.
and going home to whoever
Yes.
eat men.
What he do shit to be for that?
That is hatred. That is hatred. That is hatred, bro.
No, I feel men just paying for all the sins, you know. That's why women so vicious right now. You know?
Nah, but pay for
It's
what did
karma, 'cause I mean, had a period in time where I believe women was so, you know, there was different.
right now?
But-
Just
but-
pay-
It
just
was
pay
a long
for
time ago, you know. It was like just a decade
about
ago.
5-10 years.
Yeah, about a decade ago. But right now, it's wicked thing, right?
Nah, you really wicked
And-
out
and-
there.
I'm sorry for men, but
girls getting on very malicious, and I don't want to be happy on the girls, but they get on what they
and the
get.
water money and the water money
And the what it does.
It's not
But
about that
I
fixie thing
will
no more.
always come back to it's men's fault.
It is,
Understand?
it is.
It's man
God,
cause.
yeah. Man real fuck up in the life, yeah.
Men does cause
Dog,
them
niggas,
own
niggas
demise.
still fucking up, dog. Niggas in taking care of the churn.
Well,
understand?
Yeah,
I can't condone that.
Right
But
now, we
then,
have a influx of men who just beating girls. It's like them feel like once them at a girl, them have to lash.
it
Yeah.
have an influx of men who
It's a
whining that I'm
different-
ensuring to it.
But it are men who bullying in the body.
But you see that?
Whoa.
Understand?
No, you see that?
It's all kind of
The booty goods.
I believe, dog.
It's
It's a
all
real
kind of thing
underwoman in this
going
country.
on. Real? I never knew word to use. Real was 15 years ago.
The kind of thing
No,
you see
it's
in the
dog.
country,
Dog, these men out here, they're the new woman.
Yeah,
You
them
understand?
men- them
Like
men
why the
want
woman treating them so, you know?
Real.
Because the woman dong, the feminine dong,
Feminized.
they don't know how to be men. So women dealing with men on the side.
They bullying men who bullying men. That's what you say.
No.
You know
The
what he
man
said.
that they're dealing with is not a man. So that is why these men are taking advantage of and thing in a
Yeah,
high volume
yeah,
right
yeah,
now
yeah,
because most of the time I just observe women. So I go be around a man and he bird around. And dog, your bird easy. A man could take your bird
And go
easy,
with
boy.
it, yeah,
because she know you's not even a man, boy. She know that, you know. She just with you and just pumping with you.
The man preaching
But
facts,
she
you know.
know she man is a hen, boy.
If
But
he
what
had
going
defended,
on?
he's not going to
But
defend
what's
his
going on?
Yeah.
It's hard for these women to find a real man, you know. Jesus. So the dating and the doing this, doing that, and every man they go out with or line with, they realizing by all your men is jokey man.
Yeah.
But, so they had to settle with some jokey man sometime. But when they find that man, they're not letting go that man, you know.
But it is called hypergamy in the science community.
In the sense, in the social,
That's a
sociality.
thing, you know. Will you just explain
Looking for the
reality?
apex, and the apex
It's
man.
a real thing.
Biologically,
Yeah.
there's a thing built into women.
Let me put it this
Yeah,
way: all the girls you have. If I come with my skinny ass and say "fuck you, KG,"
Yeah.
beat you in a fight, and it's like
Yeah.
to a point where you can't clap back or nothing.
Right, yeah.
You see him
All
and
it-
they put it
you
on your
was
head,
the
so
man.
when you see him, so
Yeah.
You put on your head, you walk the opposite way now.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, with that skinny nigga, all of a sudden my DMs, hey, well, I see you and KG fall out, whatever. What's he seen with that? She not even studying, I love you so
it's
much.
a real thing, boy.
She don't care, but they don't care. They don't
It's a
care.
real
in
thing,
the jungle, you know,
They don't care.
These animals in the jungle, you know.
Yeah,
We just put on
yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
For my skinny ass,
Yeah.
she doesn't. Wait, now, he beat you up? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
so you was a man, and he's not.
He's
You
not.
what?
Like, you
She probably don't even know how to express that. It's just her energy. She just know. She walk in the room and she can
And you
feel.
could have mind that
know,
girl
what
from
going
since
on,
she's
yeah.
15, from since she's
Yeah.
10 years old. You always handle she.
But
She
I
said,
know-
fuck you.
Yeah.
Then I was
I want this skinny man instead.
Yeah.
then anyway, say it as a
It's a energy.
the worst thing is that jacket situation that they're talking about. The men is reminding one set of children.
That's not this?
No, that's the reason why man does care function when they get home because just thinking about our next man.
Yeah. Nah, that it was.
You understand? But
I doesn't even want to think about that. I went through them thing.
Wait, you might not,
serious,
you have to practice a
That
check.
has traumatized me, eh?
You have to
crazy.
practice a check, paternity as a check.
You're mad.
Oh, okay.
No,
man,
I just say,
just
you know,
experience.
women do a lot of hurtful things to me in my younger days, you know.
But we paid for
Yeah.
my father and them sins,
All
right?
that, because my father was a serious
Yeah, yeah. Our fathers.
Our father
My
generation
father was
Is who
what,
fuck it
9
up?
or 10
Jesus Christ.
All them is
Yeah,
different mother. All of we like the same age.
Is
all
we
kind
fathers
of-
fuck it up?
It's Trinibad Fault. It's Trinibad. It's a Trinibad.
Trinibad.
promoting that kind of.
Has anyone ever said limited to Trinibad?
Trinibad. Yeah. That's a bad name. For real. Now, but we paying for the sins that we the men and them who was absent any time, when they was looking for your father for sports day and all them kind of
the man
thing.
to blame.
Your mother now give you and your sister a different reality in life when she alone had to be fighting it and facing it, right?
Yeah.
So your sister growing up strong,
Yeah.
and you growing up dependent and looking for a woman to be your savior and your rock now.
Because I grew up with my sister, you know. And my sister is but she's 8 years old.
Mental.
She's a strong black woman.
Real dread boy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't violate she boy.
Nah.
And I is more the man who will stand up behind a woman.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
no-
will let
there's
my
no-
girl, I will let my girl order
No,
for me.
no, but here's
Like
the
the
fathers.
fathers,
No, but
yeah.
here's the
Black
thing.
fathers
At least
now,
you're
but-
conscious. At least you're conscious about it because
I know that. No, it's
plenty
a
men.
mommy's boy. I grew up with a single mother, and my mother loved me to death as a youth. You know, like really nurture me, take
Yeah.
care of me, shelter me a kind of way up to a certain age. So I was a mommy's boy. Plus, I grew up with my sister. And when I wasn't with my mother and my sister, I was with my grandmother. Right now, I'm living with my grandmother. Just me and my grandmother living together right now.
Same.
So I was always around that feminine energy.
Always,
You know? Yeah.
So then how you balance it back off to be like, nah, no, I cannot be a man now.
Well, I mean, life for me, even though like I was, as I say, sheltered at a certain age, you know, to make sure that I wasn't around certain elements now. But life is life, and I always used to kind of move towards the youths and them who had less. So when I was in the park and the football field, I didn't like the people who had everything. For some reason, I don't know if I was jealous of them because I probably didn't have what I have, but I always would relate to the men who had a pain in the heart now, boy.
Struggling is the struggle.
The men who were in the older boots. You know,
That's
who
serious.
can't
Hand-me-downs.
afford but they're still talented and they still have our opinion and they still have and they want to have our opinion, I should say. 'Cause you know, them is the youths now who go stay quiet. Them
Yeah,
is the
because they
ones
know them
who-
last.
Yeah, them self-esteem low, basically.
True.
And me, if my self-esteem probably was low too, so I used to gravitate towards them and being around that kind of crowd of people, you know, getting older, you start to demand having all kind of troublesome things and you know, and it kind of put me in situations where, you know, I could lose my life and thing a lot of times, you know, have a chop on my hand, all kind of thing, you know. So we had the scars to show because we went through life and through all those struggles now, we had to learn, you know.
Yeah, have to.
You understand? Because, I mean, everybody life different. Everybody movie different now. And my movie is a movie. As I always tell people, when I do my documentary, when I do my book, well, I go really know who's KG now, boy, and where I really come from now. And the things I really went through. Because a man does try to stay quiet and just try to do what I just do and try to put the light on the other youths and them now, boy. That is who people know me as. The man. People will be like, KG, when they release new music, when I go be like, well, right now me studying that. You know why? Because I put in all my attention into trying to better the culture. You know, when I was shooting videos for Swanee and Jelano and Meds and all them in the early days, I was shooting videos for free. When I
You was new, did they? Okay, I didn't know that one.
Well, that is who is KG. So if people know KG from that, you know, so I was basically the person that. So Prince Swanee is the first Trinidad artist to bust, right? The first Trinidad.
You was the one who boss Swanee?
Well, yeah.
Shit.
People go vex if you say that.
Oh,
but
shit.
That is just what it is, you know. Before Trinidad was even an idea, Prince Swanee was the first artist to bust. You know, me and Swanee did a song called My Team that have over 1 million views, right? Then right after that, we did Goofy Them, Big Up the Bees and Big Up the Steers.
I remember that tune.
That was
a
like
big
the
tune.
song that bust Trinidad. That is what bust local youths in the thing now. And then right after that, we do Brother Brother. Right? And then after the Brother Brother, that when I started to work with, I do Jelano, What Them Want. You know, we do Meds Boss Fairway.
It's
You know?
only the big tunes, man.
Yeah, the early
introduce
tunes,
them.
right?
No, but I was
The
so
early
none with
tunes.
K-Line by chance?
Nah, so
Big,
I
yeah.
was them days I was rocking with Swanee basically and Swanee team.
Right.
And then I used to rock with Jelano too because I knew Jelano way before Trinibad. I was shooting videos for Jelano and Jazzy Blaze years before Trinibad. So when Trinibad was this thing, Jelano hated me because he don't know I working with Swan. I had the aesthetic. I don't know what working.
Yeah,
You know? And he come to me and we shoot what they want and he boss overnight because I used to go in the community, literally shoot Sunday, like we say Sunday, 6 p.m. I go in home one time. I had a headache. I editing. 2, 3 in the morning I finish. I upload by 8, 9 in the morning. I up by lunchtime.
That's when in the 20s, you can pull that shit off.
But I was just the idea.
Like ethics,
that was
like work ethic.
2017, you know.
Like
but-
work ethic, yeah.
yeah, but that is who people gonna know me for, you
Yeah.
know. And I used to put all my energy into that, you know, into that. So
I
I
see.
hardly put time into myself sometimes now.
Like it's like of
Okay.
so entrepreneur.
In
yeah.
terms of filmmaking, you know how to
Yeah,
push
man.
that one out. In terms of filmmaking, you have any thoughts of actually making? You make any film like feature length?
movies?
Feature length?
No.
Nah, yeah, that's a Danny.
So I start off with the music videos because that is why again I don't even look at myself as a videographer. I don't label myself because I don't play myself. You know, people might be like, you're downplaying yourself because if you're doing it that way is, you
Right.
understand? But I know what is my vision for this thing. You understand? The only reason I doing all these things is because I had no help. So I had to do it by myself. Where's go do it? You understand? So I pick up a camera because I couldn't afford to get people to shoot for me.
At
Understand?
T3I? Was it at T3I?
From courts. I get from courts, all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. T3I.
Teacher?
Yeah, Canon.
Yeah, Canon.
Yeah, that was my first camera. I get it from courts. I was paying like 400 a month on the camera. And what a year and a half I pay for that camera. I should go feed them with that. I should brother with that. I shoot hits with that. Videos that have 5-6 million views on YouTube.
The teacher, let me explain to you what the teacher is. The teacher was the camera that Canon make, like the low budget one
Yeah,
for the like the 5D, the
But it
7D.
was nice.
Right.
And I
it-
buy a bad lens with.
prime lens.
Yeah, prime lens. So
50?
Yeah, man.
You're right.
You don't do the thing.
That's what-
Yeah,
that's what-
yeah.
that's
That's
what-
what I was on it.
That's the 50, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That was started.
Yeah. I tell you a little about the technical.
No, so it was, and
But I was saying, though. What was saying?
now you were saying about that's what
hits on
started
them now, like-
the teacher eye from courts, and we was going down that.
Right, so basically you saying that, I went to courts and, I pull out my little teacher eye, and the reason why I did that is because I couldn't afford it, and I always knew that if I put visuals to my artists and them, and, already had studio and thing, I built my studio, them kind of thing.
That
know,
really
so,
important.
I built my studio with my hand, me and my brethren Rasi, big up Rasi, my
Yeah,
brethren here, Rossman,
Yeah.
we built it together.
what was the door of choice? Yeah, always
Like-
make the beats on. Always make the beats on.
Oh, well, Logic, I started Logic.
Okay,
Seriously,
finally.
no.
Yeah, finally. Because I just want to say FL Studio, because fuck FL Studio.
Nah, but I was a Windows man, I was always a Apple man.
So, Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
That
because-
still does look very technical, and when I watch it now going on, I be like, boy,
Me and
couldn't
Nick-
start a man who does
Yeah.
literally
No.
go through all that because
Watch.
I
For my editing thing, I know this thing getting edited live now. It's just click, 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 click,
But
click.
I teach me about this,
Yeah,
man.
I know
I'm
for
watching
sure.
that same way,
Switchboard,
boy.
and it's like, yeah.
We go talk, man.
that hard that editing thing
The
down.
editing thing, sit down.
No, I used to do that.
Yeah, yeah,
One and a
nah.
half, 2 hours. Yeah, I editing that.
No. When this done, it done edit. Once this done, it done edit.
Yeah.
So I just switching the angles, they bow.
Yeah.
Simple
More
and
angles,
easy.
more
Damn.
easier.
Let's keep it simple.
Keep
yeah.
it simple.
Yeah, they teach me that.
Yeah,
Long time I'm looking for the information too.
Yeah,
That next
yeah.
thing too, it's so hard to get information out there.
Yeah.
I'll be asking, man, dog, long time I wanted to start my podcast. I didn't have a clue how to do this,
As a
right?
guy, as a guy.
I used to go on TikTok, try to find things, but man, everybody had the thing set up different. And then you see how I see it, well, you have all your producer on the side,
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
and that.
yeah.
I used to be like, wait, boy, how I going and do that? Because I don't have nobody to do it. Again, I used to do this thing by myself.
I think it's a
You understand?
combination of you're lucky to have the right people
Yeah.
And you're right there.
and at the right time.
You're right there.
Because this started, there are plenty more people who started with this, and just like everything else, people will drop off because you're not immediately making $1 from it. You understand?
But yeah, no podcasting.
It's
Podcasting is
a
a
marathon.
long marathon.
But again, see, you come back to my point there again.
Yeah.
I even get to finish my point. But,
So,
but
true.
but
Yeah.
you come back to my point now, as I was saying, where I don't know journalist, I don't know videographer, I don't know producer, I don't know these things. I just do these things just to, push the culture forward.
You have a
way.
vision. And you see,
I know that what I had to do for now. My dream is to have a big team and a building of talented people and different rooms, Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, plaques on the wall, radio station upstairs, green room. That's my dream now. That's my dream, And
the problem, and I realize here, when I say in Trinidad, I don't know how it is outside. I can say in Trinidad, people do not like to collaborate.
Yeah. And on top of the collaborating, there's always say that.
Trinidad have a real dog culture.
So, like like if you ask me, and I was a random person, like not me, but hey, how you set up the podcast? Where you do the switchboard?
Yeah.
I say, nah, fuck it. She can't no fucking podcast with me.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And as opposed to if you ask me, hey, well, as you see, just get a switchboard, right? You need some HDMI cables, do this thing, and this guy a man to press the button. If you can't do it, sit down next to it, and you just
men keeping out of fear too. It's the same thing as
competition anxiety.
Yeah. In the dog world, is the same thing,
Dog, and I just watch it so differently. I just watch it like, if we don't have an industry, nobody can thrive.
Nobody, man.
So you just want to be an artist alone in Trinidad, or you just want to be the only podcaster.
Yeah.
Nobody. That's why I come here today, because I know that the field I in, so I have to come here.
Understand?
I have to collaborate. I have to, link up with the vibes and.
The best of the best, people will like gravitate to it, because this is not specifically about music, that kind of thing. We just talk to people about their field that study.
The generation of the show start up based on as a middle-aged, we could call ourselves middle-aged men in this country, right?
You see, licks going on.
It's real. The way I grew up to the way the world is now, I was like a focal point, the pivot of our age group. Was the pivot to see from before.com into this TikTok era now.
Right.
That is true.
And you used to go outside and play with your brethren till the sun come down, your mother calling you, hey, come inside. Light coming on in people's house, come inside. You get that? And then you get the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisasa fighting for taking away a corporal punishment in the school. So they stop really.
The whole thing
You
changed.
see cell phones come into play. You see like that's our generation.
You see common
we get the drugs and the old world.
Nah, he didn't do common entrance.
We do common
He was like second year SEA.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So I was saying the old world and the new world is our. The reason why I say we just get half the tribulations at this age group is because it's kind of our responsibility, to tell you, hey, here is the scene. This is how it does go.
It is.
And to tell the older heads now, take your time.
Yeah.
We understand.
No, you're right. That is where we are right now.
Because
and a lot of us don't even realize that now. But you still feel like we there a little bit with the youths.
You want to be the youths. No.
We is the new voice.
You think the youths listen to, if you wasn't doing anything and then at the chain and whatever, you think they will listen? This one I need to see.
I doing this for a reason.
Yeah.
I like how you bring up that. I like how you bring up that, because that is so true. And that's the reason why I just do it. And I want people to understand that people that judge me by the image, and see me. Dog, if I take off this shit right now, I looking like all right now.
Yeah.
There's a man. Yeah.
Nah, I'm looking
if I take off the shades, if I take off
shit on me, though.
If I take off the shades, I take off the chain, I take off the rings,
Yeah.
If I don't have the tattoos, all these things, I look like a regular man. So people might just watch that, but the reason why others, and I don't want to just say the reason why others do it, but I understand that now. I want to say that is a real good, point to make there, because I understand that. Busta Rhymes do a speech. I never ever see that speech in one of those award shows, and he was wearing a big Cuban guy, man. And he said
a big chain too.
Yeah, and he say some of the OGs, does talk to the youths and the youths might be like, OG, if you talking all that talk and giving all that game, how come it looking like it didn't work for you?
You're suffering.
You understand?
Yes,
and he was like, big up all the OGs who still looking good.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes,
because
sir.
the youths and them looking in it. And if you talking success to them and trying to show them the path, you have to look like you know what you talking about. You understand?
True statement, though. That's a valid point.
But you can't come to the youth, you can't come down to the youths
Looking
in that
boss
way.
up.
You understand?
You can't also try to be one of them too.
And don't get me wrong, right? Be yourself, so I not saying like for all you to look like Cage.
No,
to go and
we
talk
get
to
the
you,
point.
right? But I need it, right? You know why I just do? Because I realize that it missing men like me
Right.
who have that voice. You know, because the youths in the trenches, the youths in the ghetto, the youths in the streets, they're really not going to listen to nobody who don't understand their culture.
And they can't hear them.
But the majority of the people in their culture, the majority of the men who might wear a gold chain, the men who might look a certain way, whatever, they're telling the youth and them shit. You understand? So we lacking men who looking like this,
What-
but
it's positive.
talking like this.
But it's positive role
You
models.
understand? And a man tell me the other day, and I watch it like, way, boy, you know, it's so true. He said, KG, keep doing what you're doing. He said,
Yeah.
because yes, 1 in a million. He say his exact words was, you're the first of your kind. He said, we never had a KG. Yeah, so we never had a man who know about it, who dealing with it. I in the middle of everybody, dog. I work with this one, that one, this one, that one, you know. Come on.
It's true.
You
It's
know, I
true.
could call up anybody, you know, and be like, oh, is the word, you know, ting, you know. So people as always let me know, keep doing what I'm doing because the youths them listening. Youths
Yeah,
and them,
yeah.
yeah.
But and then you're showing them the example of what they want to see.
Yeah, I
So-
showing them that, hey,
You
yes,
could make it.
You could put on a gold chain, you could rock at this, you could rock at that, but at the end of the day, dog, most
Have your head on your
important.
shoulders.
Most important, you see,
Because-
being smart is cool. I tell an average, I say, I don't know who trick we when we was young. And how we laughing at the Indian boy who had the butter bullet, and laughing at the man who could read, and laughing at the boy who had the glasses and like to go in the library. Who teach we that was not the way, boy?
But
Who brainwash me, boy?
That's a rabbit
That's a
hole.
rabbit hole.
That a boy like me, if you really sit down, if we sit down and we have a conversation, I can explain it to you, right?
No, it's very deep,
It's deep.
but it's a problem.
It's a-
It is a
And,
problem.
and I want to say, I trying to change that narrative because I want the youth them to know it's
can-
cool to be cool. You know?
You can
Yeah.
read. You can read
One
too.
of my biggest inspirations is Nipsey Hussle.
Nip.
You
Yeah, rest in
understand?
peace, right?
Come on,
Yeah,
Nipsey's a
yeah.
G to he heart. You understand his life story, his background, things he went through. He's a G, but he understand that this is the most important thing, the mind. You understand the mind, brother.
Mental.
Men studying all kind of other thing. It's okay to know about gun because I mean, gun is just a weapon. You know? It's always good to learn how to use a weapon and protect your family and all these things. You know? But it have another side to the thing too. You understand? And youths and them, they really have nobody to really break it down for them in that way now, boy.
Right. So I'm going to extend that. I was going to ask you a question of a point I was making, which was the leadership position that our age group not taking up.
Yeah.
Right? We watching the man to them, we saying, bye.
Yeah, we ain't sure. We ain't sure have to step up.
Right? But they have nobody else at this point in time who could do what you could do.
Right.
Nobody else. If you really check it out, and nobody else could do what we could do.
Yeah.
Right? Because this
Everybody
is
have a role and a
function.
function.
So I think there's my message to my peers. Right? We dropping the ball on the sake, for the sake of not really being aggressive enough in taking that leadership position now, boy, because the older heads, they will fight you.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
As a biology man, as a nature man, right?
Right.
There's something that's happened with terrestrial mammals where the older males in the society, in the environment, does how to get culled because they're doing more harm than good to the reproductive success of the group. Right? They don't want the younger bulls to eat, they don't want the younger bulls to go around the females, they fighting,
Right.
enjoying the younger bulls and them kind of thing, and that depleting the reproductive bit of value of the group.
Yeah.
Same way, we heads. Are they not in touch?
Yeah. And you don't even want to be in touch.
Well,
The
They believe that what we have in our mind, not good.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
Is it, or they trying to compete with you?
They competing with you,
Right.
they competing with me. It has certain places I've been through in my life where the older heads not making sense in what you're telling you.
Yeah.
And it's a repeated toilet bowl flushing and stupidness
Different
every day.
Same shit.
But use a
Wow.
bigger head.
But me ain't going through that, you know.
No,
Right.
is he?
I tell you, you know, I don't make up my mind, you know. I make up my mind that I had this thing that I just keep in my mind, La Mafiana, you know, that brand that I want to, has some little things I just come and put on, just want to put on t-shirts. I CEO with the $1 million, so CEO 00000, you know, $1 million mindset kind of energy. And I want to do something called La Mafia, you know, the Mafia. Because, you know, people talk about the soca mafia and them kind of thing, right? Yeah,
Does it
and-
exist, by the way?
Right, I don't agree with that shit. You understand? And the reason why I do agree with it because I do put myself in that type of mindset and I have no man above me. What mafia you talking about? Who? A man who own a radio station. All right. If he don't want me in his station, fuck he. I don't have to be in his station. He paying rent for that. I have a studio home. If I do was so and so in my studio, he can't come in my studio either. Or I have a podcast, say, all you invest all the money here. But that don't mean if he can't come on this podcast, he can't come on KG.
Come on.
You understand?
That is why I
so
get
men just block their own blessings. You
Yeah.
understand? Men feel because a promoter and book them in 2024. What happen? You might get booked in 2026. Relax yourself, put in the work.
But to be
You
honest,
understand?
men had to understand when your contribution and shit.
Yeah, all that too. Men ain't putting in the work. Men
Yeah.
talking and talking about the only playing Michael Teja. You putting in the work, Teja playing.
No.
You in the
Right.
studio 20 hours a day, playing guitar, beating drums, hungry,
Yeah.
mixing up. Come on, dog. Men just rip dog. Most men who are successful in the music industry,
Is
and I don't
workaholics.
want not of them, does work hard. And not just work hard, just come up with strategies. Just do the thing in a certain way. They're very serious about the thing. They don't play.
Professionals.
That's why they plenty of they just want to get through and talk about soca mafia. No mafia can't block me, boy.
There's
You're mad
a
or-
victim.
I is the
victim
mafia.
mentality. Yeah. Yeah.
Or we is the mafia.
Correct.
You understand? We could come together and create we own mafia.
Problem with what you're saying there is it going to reach a certain. Well, who are you to hear? Well,
let
yes,
them
at the end of the day.
No, well,
because-
that is why I say we as the mafia.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
is the mafia because I know the mafia is not a million people. You know? The mafia is a chosen
Like
few.
Costa Nostra.
It's a
Nostra.
room full of men. You know?
Yeah,
It's a table of men. You know? About 10, 12 are we.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Like how
Nah.
the mafia is. So at the end of the day, if all you don't want to be a part of the mafia, if all you don't want to develop a mafia mindset, look at Tony Chowlin, take in Marshall, take pattern. Them men getting older, them
Okay,
can
men
live
will do it.
forever.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
take pattern, see how they maneuver, see how they just walk, see how they talk, take sense some nonsense, take little grains of salt, learn. I just watch podcasts, but I don't watch any podcast. I just watch podcasts with men who just do what I just do. I just watch Wallow and Gilly the Kid. I just watch, Drink Champs. I just watch Vlad TV. I just watch certain things with a lot of people who in my field, like
Excellent.
WAC 100. These kind of people, because I'm in my field and just deal with artists, deal with events, deal with this, deal with that. So I just listen to these men,
Right.
you understand, and be like, right, if I want to be a boss, if I want to walk the walk and talk the talk, I had to take certain jewels from certain people.
You're right.
If men don't want to listen and take jewels and feel it just a talk thing and a talk thing, well, all right.
Nah,
Get through.
It had no
Get
room on the table for you.
You will just eat less. That's
Yeah,
all, right?
because I make up my mind. That is what I'm going to do. I'm 33 years old. I willing to step up. A lot of men not willing to step up. I just go on CNC3. I went on the Scotch Music Conference.
I saw that, yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
I just go on big platforms, basically, and still be me. And talk my talk and walk my walk. I don't go on no TV channel and talk they and thine.
Right.
And then my name is Khalif Graves. And no, I just be me.
That's not you.
You understand? Because I make up my mind that I am taking control. You understand? I am who I am, and I want men to follow me.
Yeah,
And have the same adrenaline I have, and have the same drive I have.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
let me take over this industry. We up next, brother.
But we here now. And the
But we
problem-
here now.
That's the thing. We here. And we not doing what we supposed
Let
to.
we do this thing.
I
Let
watching
we do this
plenty
thing.
men I grew up with though. Content with just being a follower
Quite sure about that, boy.
and just living our existence. That dog, I don't even know what you intend. How you intend to live when you cannot do basic things in life? Like even just buy groceries for your family, dog. Like you're just cool
Yeah,
with.
you're good at that.
You good. You good with your wife telling you he's a bum.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You good at that. You good at that.
You just living because you existed, and that is what going on with real men who is, I looking at you as a big man. We in the same book. Why you don't have a $500?
Why you begging me in the street
You're
for money?
fucking up.
Come on,
You 50-some years old begging that man who's 30-some years
when
old
we
for money.
supposed to be coming together and say, here we just seen politics, we are with people for that. It are men who's politicians, it are men who's businessmen, it are men who's, but we know as we age group, there's we here, there's we here group. We don't have that. We just have a lot of competitive, petty-minded people who will look into hold the secret sauce. You are the secret sauce. It's the same thing in the dog world, and as always we talking about that, you going into a dog training competition. Daddy, Daddy.
Oh, yes, he didn't save the name. Just say he didn't save the name.
She called at the wrong
That's what
time.
cause I'm talking.
Oh, it's a,
But as I always say too, right now, have the most set of young. Because you're still young, right? You're still fairly
yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Most set of young talent.
Yeah, that's a good friend. That's a good friend.
You know, yeah, but
In
I'm
pocket.
tell you something. Yeah, artist, the wingman.
Right.
Understand? He's a very, very talented artist.
Trinibad.
Well,
Well, of
yeah,
course.
he's singing dancehall, you know. Trinidad is a movement, you know. Trinidad is not a genre, you know.
Oh, seriously?
It's a dancehall music.
Yeah,
I thought Trinidad was Trinidad dancehall. And just call
never
it Trinidad.
because Lady Love and them young brother and them is not Trinidad.
Right, 'cause-
you know, but I dancehall.
seriously.
That zest. You know.
Ah.
I have a movie
Yeah.
idea for all of these artists. Eh?
Yeah.
Nah, but only man gotta talk.
No, we go talk. I have a good movie idea.
I can see something.
No, when I tell her a good movie idea, you like House Party with Kid and Play? Remember that?
Like the show.
The movie.
Yeah, House Party.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I like it, but
Yeah, you don't like House Party? Like that?
I was really a kid and play man. You know.
Wow.
I don't know why, but
You didn't grow. You didn't. What movie you grew up on?
I mean,
What movie?
I mean, it's
Kid and Play.
movies. It's movies.
yeah,
Okay, Friday. Like
yeah, of course.
okay.
Kid and play, kid and
On
play.
revoke your black
That
card.
was
eh?
more flick. I was not a kid and play fan. I
But-
don't know why.
But I was telling you,
Yeah.
I have an idea for like these. It could be,
Yeah.
it could be in the realm of that Kid and Play rap. Like, I don't rate Kid and Play rap. I don't know what the movies they make.
Right.
Yo, watch when they go and watch House Party.
I know
You
the
get
movie
it?
though. I know the movie.
When they go and watch House Party, and then we will talk. We will talk.
It's like a Project X kind of vibe. Don't-
Yeah, so like a Project X, but I find it's never been done in terms of a film that is not really about, all the films made in Trinidad is that, well, this man is a drug lord, kill his next man who's a drug lord.
Yeah.
It never be like, it's actually a fucking house parties and wild shit going on that have nothing to do with gun violence, nothing to do with whatever. It's just, where's boy? Wingman trying to brush the wet girl in high school and she giving me the play. But he can rap now. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
House party. Use the partner and Motole make a collab, bam. Hey, she looking to give him the play with her bullies now in the school. That's basically kill and play.
yeah.
But do that in Trinidad.
Well, what you would have to say concerning the framework that's supporting
Film?
creative, not just film.
Where's the framework?
The framework like this, the system, right? You come up with a creative idea. You can go Republic Bank and tell them, you seen. You could probably,
You
based
can.
on how
You
you
can.
probably
You
structure
can.
your
You can.
business, right?
You can't, but okay.
Yeah, but what?
Let me start over. Right? You are creative, right? You want to establish something in your career.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is highly dependent on the environment that you put yourself in. Some
Right.
people will leave Trinidad and go LA. Some people will leave and go Hollywood. Trying to make it in a place where you're more likely to make it.
Right.
The challenge and the issue I see in with Trinidad is that though we're very talented, we do have a careful process of curating and ordering our creativity. So a man might come up with a good song and he's an artist, but then he could be an artist, painter, thing, boom, boom.
Easy videographer, easy producer, easy
Right,
thing,
easy everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereby there's not a strong financial backing where somebody could go to like a bank, somewhere that they could say, hey, I had this dream, a board, go through your dream, sit down with you, involve
Even
everybody.
like a label.
A label or A&R, like
Yeah,
labels
don't have
is
the
supposed-
system
we
of
don't have that
record
system,
labels
man,
and
like-
things.
for like in other countries, Australia, England,
Yeah.
their lottery board is fund movies. Like
Yeah.
NLCB says we
Right,
funding
something
movies.
like that now, but we are good enough. Young creative could come and say, here is this.
I need $10
Have a
million.
project idea.
You know why? Because everybody in Trinidad like a racket thing.
Yes.
And I
Corruption.
sure people
Yes.
try those things already.
Corruption.
Yes.
You know, and a man take the money and fuck it up and
That's what
just
this play.
don't want to do nothing else with somebody like. And I was say I ready to step up in it because I just meet a lot of people, and every time they meet me, they'll be like, "Wait, but I wish I'd meet you long time because I meet this videographer and he charged me 20,000, but I still can't get my video and I'd be like 20,000 though.
Yeah.
So
I miss those
you know what
days.
would I do for you if you give me 20,000?
I miss those days.
Movie
I
like
would
that
have
make
rate
film.
you. I would have respect you. I would have ride for you. Just because you serious about spending that type of money.
Yeah.
You know, but I meet these men late. So I meet these men when they don't get robbed.
And they don't.
When
No,
they don't send the
yeah.
sponsorship money.
Hey, the videography money fuck up bad in before it's we talking that 20,000 was like standard. Was
Yeah,
standard.
correct.
I miss those days. Now it's like
Yeah,
how they do it for free.
No, you have
So
to
you
come
don't have
down.
an association now where a man could go and get reported for doing.
No.
bullshit. He didn't.
No, you just get a bad name and they do, and people don't work with you.
Nah, well, like the creator's fault. Like the creator's
It's supposed to have all these things, but it's like people just collect.
So it cut does come in this whole situation.
In music, it have music TT, right? It does have that.
Yeah.
It have cut, it have music TT, it have creative
So all
TT.
you're trying to tell me, right, is we have a lot of artists, performers, music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it are people with financial resources, people with backings, people who in the industry, the banking industry and all.
Right.
You try to say to me that, well, you did allude to it being by design. This is people want a thief,
Right.
right? But it don't make sense to be given the youths a false hope can be like we in a little pond. We in a little pond.
And here the thing, right? And Trinidad was literally that now. Trinidad was like a mini bank. You know, they could call them gang leaders, call them community
That was
leaders,
the
call
point.
them whatever you want. But these men was
Actually
taking
funding
the
the
ghetto
industry.
youths and funding them. And they was getting through. You know, and like why the vex? Because the same men only like to criticize and say this and that and that. Them doing more than the government.
Yeah.
Them help more youths than the government. And still helping youths. Men doing big things. When you really dive into Trinidad and really see what really going on. Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Just look and see now, but you understand, like you see and like, damn. Maybe if you wasn't living in Trinidad and you was living somewhere far from it, you might
would
have
have.
look in and be like, wait, boy, there's a big movement going on there, but you know, everybody involved too, boy. Like it's just not the artist now, it's a full movement, as I say.
Yeah.
I
You know?
didn't realize how big it was until that same party we went, and then I hear the
Yeah, it's the largest. It's
Yeah.
the
And it
largest
grew very
growing
quick.
industry in the world. You know? Well,
Trinidad.
genre in the world, you know.
It-
You understand? No other genre just come out. Well, as I say, Trinidad is not a genre, it's a movement. But the world is watch it as a genre, right? It's Trinidad dancehall and it's a different thing. It's nobody and create nothing.
I didn't know it was
since,
that big.
You know?
I didn't know it was that
Come
big.
on,
It changed the whole complexion of the
The
party.
last thing we had like that was the steel pan.
Really?
And it didn't reach that. Come on, the steel pan now
Well, you
reach.
see, yeah, you know.
What it is.
No, Trinidad is very huge. You don't think that fight in Trinidad, literally Trinidad, you know. San DJ Ponders always say too. He's always say,
Oh, you know Pond. Cool.
Yeah, he's always say, when I go out there,
Love.
they love Trinidad. Them
Yeah.
and say nothing negative about no Trinidad. Them watching me like Popcorn and Mavado, you understand? But
You
people here, you know.
you do any performances outside? Ever went outside?
Well,
to
like an
perform?
artist?
Yeah.
Well, when I was an artist, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I was in the Magnum Kings and Queens of Dance, so there was a competition in Jamaica, you know. I went to that. When Swanee did now do, you know, he now Busway, you know, I went Barbados with him in Miami, you know, so that when I was a full artist. Right now, I come like a mini Jay-Z, you know. Yeah, that
I'm
was
vocal.
myself. I just do music when I feel to.
Right.
But I really a businessman and I about making money and making moves and I want to be that what we was now talking about. You know?
Right.
I want to be the Def Jam in Trinidad. You know, that is my
Serious.
goal. That was always my dream. You know, from the very beginning. You know, when I now start at 18 years old, I finish school, I take what I year to figure out what I want to do. You know,
And
start to
you're
smoke weed, all kind of thing. You know, forget the football thing. Start to say, well, it's better I try the music because I could rap, I could freestyle, I could write. And my first artist was Nessa Preppy. People didn't know that.
Nessa.
A matter of fact, I never talk about this. Ever.
I like it now. I would say this.
The
yeah.
only people
Prep
who
is
know
my
this-
dog.
Dropping out.
The only people
exclusive
who
right
know
now.
this
Right.
is all here. And my friends, them.
Right.
Prep is my dog. Prep is my dog.
Yeah, that was my first artist. She was still going to school, you know, and
Yeah.
I see
When she
her.
had the down kind of, I forget his school, it was like kind of over.
Yeah, Central.
Polo, yeah, a polo kind of
Central.
thing.
You understand?
She's a Rima foundation.
Yeah, I was about 17, 18. You know, yeah, she from Arima.
Right, so you used to pump with her when she used to be on the weekend campus.
Yeah, that was my
Right,
artist.
okay,
you know.
right,
That
right,
was
okay.
literally
I know
my
that.
artist.
I know this guy.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen
know.
him before.
And she never used to rap, she never used to sing, nothing like that. And she was like, she do poetry. I saw, you know, poetry and rap is the same thing. You know,
But she could spit.
it's rhythm and poetry. And she said, hey, thing. I say, come and check. Nah, we gonna record that song. She was 16.
Yeah.
And she come and she rap, she tune. It was on Biggie Dead Wrong Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always connect like wireless, yeah.
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 And we put it up on Facebook, you know, comments, everybody's like, hey, this red get rapping, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And we used to push, and then Full Grind Records was the name of my record label them days. So she used to
Man
be
was
like,
always bolted by
yeah,
Full Grind.
yeah, Full Grind,
FG.
you know.
Yeah,
And I
Mafia.
remember, we ended up recording a song called Run
Right.
My Tune, a rap, if it's good in the hood, they
Run
play
my
my
tune,
tune.
yeah. And she
How
do
can I
that.
remember
This
it?
you know
Some-
Vado,
How
this
can I
in
remember
cartel.
She
you
do
better pay.
a verse in German.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was
I remember
after,
that.
you know. But when she do that song, that Run My Tune, it play on Boom Champions. I never forget that. And I tear on down my dog. I swear, dog. I tear on down my dog. I was like, wait, boy. Out of my bedroom, boy. Preppy tune playing on the radio, boy.
Is that plus?
And then, and then, well, she started continue doing she thing. And then, obviously, she met Coon Rose. I think that is her husband today.
Right.
And Coon started just, he take it from there, basically, and up the level. But that was always my dream. That was always the way I used to be. So even though I was singing and thing as KG, you know what inspired me? The movie Hustle and Flow.
Terrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie inspiring plenty
Doggy,
people. Like.
I as a youth, now them day, just like how I didn't know how to start a podcast audio wise, I wanted to know how to do this thing. Like how I gonna sing the audio,
Yeah,
does it record?
Did you egg cat in the wall? That's what I want to know. You take the egg cat
Yeah.
and you take the chain off.
Listen, as a youth, I just want to know how to get my voice on a beat. When I was going to school, I remember them MP3 players and them, I used to play like a beat from LimeWire. I used to download.
LimeWire.
Yeah, I used to download beats from LimeWire.
LimeWire kids is what we used to do before it had torrent.
But what them know about LimeWire?
LimeWire. The man pull back, you know.
Yeah, and I used to put it on a CD, and then I go run the beat from the radio, and I go hold the MP3 player, and I go be rapping.
A mad scientist.
This before you get the strainer with the bandana.
No, dog, a MP3 player.
What you use as the pop
They
filter?
2005.
Nah,
pop
yeah,
filter.
yeah.
That's before it had no pop filter.
No, this is an MP3 player where you used to play. They the bootleg
I know what you're
iPod.
talking about.
They went
iPod.
They when iPod was out, and men couldn't afford iPod, so it was an MP3 player.
Yeah.
And it had a USB thing on the end. Where
Everybody
you
had
had
one,
thing, and they
yeah.
could put music, they could drag music on it.
You remember that?
That had a recording button on it, had a mic, and they could record like voice note material.
But
kind
then
of
you
thing.
play the song,
I play
right
the
thing.
beat, yeah, and I rapping on the MP3 player. And then I taking that, I checking that in my computer, and I dragging them files on a CD, I burning that. And
Burn
I in school, brother, and I'm my album, I'm in Form 3, Form 4. Like my album, brother, selling my album, man, buying my album, KG, I dissing the principal, I dissing my dog, I dissing man in Form 4M, this, that. Yeah, that was the, yeah. Anyway, so as a youth now, I want to figure out, but how I do it professionally. You know, I can't know they're not the way, I just do nothing. And I watch Hustle and Flow, boy. And I see that I had a regular mic, but not this, not a regular mic, but that a regular mic. And I see that I had a mixing board. First time I'd see that too. Then I see that I had the eggshells on the wall. First time I see that too. And I start watching the movie, I say, oh, boy, this is really interesting. But you got a show in here. They let you show in the blueprint, like how to do it. And they before social media, they before all these things. So how I go and find all this? I from Arima, nobody in the studio around me. You understand? Internet was like them shitty internet dogs still plug in.
Yeah, you gotta go in that cafe.
Yeah,
no
cafe. It was cafe days.
It had no Wi-Fi.
Nah, no Wi-Fi. And I remember I do so now I watch a movie and I watching how they doing it, whatever, and then I see he was rapping and the mic was distorted. So he telling him, bro, you can't use this mic.
Yeah,
We gotta get a condenser. Yeah, we gotta get a condenser. And I watch, I say, all right. He going for the condenser, boy.
Yeah.
He bring back the condenser and now he clean it now. It's had to cut
Hustle
flick.
and Flow, as
It's had to cut flick. The other white boy, you playing the keyboard. Dun, 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 dun. I say, all right. And I went and do that. I get all my egg crate. I think I buy it from some factory that used to make egg or something. So
Right.
I do my whole bedroom. My bedroom was about a little bigger than this. And I
Yeah.
fill up my whole room with
The
egg.
crate.
Egg
Some
crate,
prophet.
brother.
Where we saw.
Yeah. But I think doing one ass.
That is
I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
I did, and me and Preppy and them day, boy, and Preppy rapping, I rapping, and you know. And then I went from that, and well, music wasn't working, obviously. you know. And I started to get really depressed, dog, because I had to say, how I going and make it, boy?
Okay, Baze, you was like now
Oh, boy.
18 years old.
I was about 19.
And that you depressed at 19?
Yeah, boy,
Like-
because I want to make it bad.
Yeah.
And then you know when you know how it's to be. Remember, you know nothing about this thing, you know?
Yeah.
So my first heavy break out was when I went Soca Star. That was like Soca Star 5 or something, or 4.
Yeah.
First time I ever went for audition, and I killed my that I go and get through. 'Cause I don't know nothing about this thing. I'm naive, dog. I thinking once you have a talent, and then I watching TV, I see men singing shit. So I think I said, I go get you, man.
Yeah.
And I went, I didn't get through, boy. And I cry. Dog, I find a real talking about cry.
mash
People
up.
It's
say,
okay.
Just drink up.
It's a
It's,
serious
it's
man.
okay to be emotional.
Drink up. Nah, but I'm emotional fella. Me and Vex. You
Nah, it's
understand?
better you be honest
But I
about it.
cry in our car from Synergy straight home Marima. I
Don't
cried.
worry, man.
And then I went to my bed and I cried more though. And my brother was like, "No, you getting on so?" But I couldn't even explain why I was getting on so. I just thought that how would I get through by?
Disappointment.
And I didn't get. I spent $1,500 for the beat all kind of thing. I
Jesus.
do. Them days are broken to teeth. My mother think give me like 700. My brother
Yeah,
give me like
money,
300. And a Smalley who say, "Nah, go you'll get you." She give me 250.
Yeah.
At the top, I pay the producer. I even record the song. I just had the beat and then I go on to the audition. TC, it was TC, but it wasn't TC. It was, yeah, I think it was TC.
Super Jigga
Who was
TC?
the judges them days? It was Beaver.
Super Jigga TC.
Yeah, TC. And
next
the woman, right?
Some woman, yeah.
Who,
Can't remember her name, but yeah.
Carla or something.
Yeah.
And that's what to do so. I was like, what I mean? He was like, next time.
Wow.
Correct.
Next.
Yeah, so I take my
Yikes.
break out, wherever going through my life, they all 2010 probably.
Yeah.
I think I'm going through my life and around well, I had to work, my grandma and I'm coming around my mother and I'm telling me,
What the fuck you doing with your life
you
now,
know,
nigga?
Yeah.
and,
you
but I was
get linked.
recording music by another studio. I link up with a virgin and he was like, I like your vibes, but and I used to go by here and he started to give me cleaner recordings.
Right.
I was like, yeah, but I'm
When,
going up,
Justin?
Nah, I didn't even meet Justin yet. This was WMG Lab with Kid
Oh,
from
okay.
Malabar.
Okay.
You understand? And he started getting me cleaner recordings and then continued doing my thing and the man started duck my way. You understand? He go see this, but we had followed that time, you know?
Right.
Like he started to get fed up on me because I recorded music and I ain't getting no buzz now. And that time I go by the door and knock on the door, the AC on and the man playing like he in home dog. And that break my heart dog again dog.
And he cried again.
I feel so I can't remember, but I know it was real hurtful dog. And I went home and I figured this. I went home again, all that real in-depth story about my life.
Yeah.
I went home and but I sit down on this step and I told real feelings. I say, but what I going and do? Like, what I going and do, boy? Like, because I want to make it in life, you know?
Yeah.
I always had dreams of at least making it in life. I didn't want to be no poor man or be no man who can. You know, like I always wanted to be
You like
living
yourself,
this life,
yeah.
dog, you know, son? And I just didn't know what to do. And every time I had a thought of not making it in music, the first thought would be working in a factory, working in a janitor work, because, I didn't really take school as serious.
Yeah.
So I knew that I'm not going to get a good job. I'm not going to get a work pay me $2,400 a month and them kind of thing. So I done seeing the struggle, like I feeling like, so they what I had to do for the rest of my life, boy, like, and I get this work in Mecal Fab, and man pay my $100 a day. And yeah, I'm doing labor work, so I sweeping ground and thing. And I remember while I sweeping, I feeling like a slave. I feeling like how my ancestors used to feel, and I was like, they not how I want to feel, dog. And I lead our work. I end up getting our next work in Direct One. I get $1,800 a month, right?
Derek, what you call about
That's the
that?
original
That's the
question.
original question.
$1,800 a month, but I wear shirt and tie, and I'm working in AC.
In AC.
So I ain't feeling like a piper.
Right.
I feeling like an important man. I know there's how society want to see us.
Right.
But I making no money.
Drinking
But I
a
pretend
Kool-Aid.
that I'm making money, though.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
my birds feel I'm making money.
Yeah,
Oh,
chip and tie, yeah.
All my birds feel I'm making money, and I lost the work. I think I stayed home for 2 weeks.
Jesus.
And I come back with no sick leave. I just thought I could do that, though.
Right,
You
yeah.
understand? I lost
Yes,
my
I mean,
Yes,
I mean,
yeah, I
you
thought
know.
I could do that. I was sick.
Yeah,
I was sick.
Yeah, could I do this?
Yeah.
About sick leave. Is that?
Yeah, this a clip
And,
now.
and when I lose the work now, I didn't know. I really didn't know what to do, dog. And the man who I used to record by, who started doc man, I built a studio with him now, like back in the days. When I already built it with him, but I watch him build a 10x10 room and just put equipment, like a room like this, and he just put equipment in it. I watch him do it, as a youth now, and I see where he was paying little 1,000 every fortnight, buying up a pallet of bricks, putting it up slowly. I see when it had no ceiling. After about 2 months, he got up some money, he put the ceiling. I see the process of building now.
That was not weak. You doing well.
No, not a week. Like, a week might come, he might have
He
a
might
thousand
get money
now.
and
Oh,
put it
I was like,
aside.
yo.
But I see the process of like how easy it was to build something. And I always thought that you had to, if you were a house, you had to build a house in one. And I learned lay a block every day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
but
so,
structure,
and
Drip by
one
drip.
day you'll wake up and see a wall. I didn't understand that concept. And I end up messaging like 5 brethren and I tell them, like, build a studio.
Yeah.
And one of them replied to me. That was my brethren Rasi. Them days Rasi is not even my brethren, you know, but he used to buy beats from me. And I know he was serious about his craft just because he used to buy beats from me. He invested, that means he's serious. And he come and check me, say, "But I work in Sunshine Snacks. I come in and check you. We go talk." And he come and say, "Though we could build a studio, you know. We go put up little 500 ever so often. And we take about 6-7 months to build the studio.
That's
And we
still
build
real
it by
good, though.
ourselves.
6-7
And
months.
we, yeah, and we build it by ourselves though. Like we are no skilled laborer among us, nothing. Men were just telling us how to do it. We even pull no line, nothing.
Right.
We just lay down the bricks, had a foundation already behind my yard.
A risky business.
And we just, brother, but we do it.
Yeah.
And it's still there. The studio there
Stand up.
about 10 years, 12
Narima?
years now.
Narima?
Narima, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Reality records. You understand? And I when the whole studio vibe start and I tell myself, well, I have a studio now. You know, let me do
Operate
something.
like, yeah,
And I start to boss up myself and I start to take lead. And I start to pull in. I see Swanee on Facebook. I just see the image and I never even heard the music. I just see
Okay.
the image and I say, well, who's this man? Prince Swanee. I like the name, boy. And I see in the 100 chains, I use really royalty about
Yeah,
Prince. Like, who is
yeah,
you?
yeah,
Who's these
yeah,
men putting these chains on you? I didn't even understand the culture. I cause from Arima.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, tongue different.
Yeah, I didn't even,
Tongue
I
whole
never,
world.
before Trinidad, I never used to be in the beatum. I have no reason to be in there. I never used to be on no St. Paul or whatever. I have no reason to be there. It's through the industry and through meeting these men, I end up in these areas. I from Arima, I nobody dial.
Yeah.
I know about Omera Road doubles.
Old
I know
road.
about that kind of
Yeah.
vibes, you understand?
Correct,
So when I'm linked with Swanee, I say, dog, I like this. I like the vibes. And he said, come and pick him up now, you know. Think. I tell him I have a studio and I pick him up. And the first day I pick him up as my team record. And then after that, I see the vision one time, dog. And I link Induction Empire. Well, that Justin you was talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Right. So it was Justin. I know Justin before that.
Redman, Justin. You know,
Producer?
yeah.
JD Ellis.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a bro. And I link he and I say, dog, I had this artist named Swanee. How are you? Listen to him. And we had a meeting, you know, me, Jay, Max, and Swan. And I say, how going on? I is the creative director here. I go shoot the videos. I go say what is what. I go say what songs should be out. What to throw away. You understand? And all you just produce the music for him
So
basically.
you take like a executive
Yeah,
producer,
producer role, you know.
and then
I was in with the camera, so I know well, right. I could put the visuals to whoever them create in the studio. And so he went in the studio and in a few weeks they create Go For Them and they create Brother. And we had them 2 songs and we just playing them songs over and over in the studio for like 6 months before it
Yeah.
even come out. Because we don't know when this drop dog, there's a scene dog. And I went down in the, you know, Basilan, big up Sunday, big up everybody on the ends there.
I don't know that.
You know?
You don't know what it was.
Basilan Street.
That's in tongue.
That tongue,
Yeah, East West Corridor.
Brother,
So
let me
like,
tell you
yeah,
something. When I went down there for the first time, I was ready about me though.
Whole new world.
When I mean about me, hey, I gone down there, but that's the first time I ever witnessed the culture now. But it's
In
our
the West.
culture, you know.
In the West,
People don't
yeah.
understand like everything is our culture, and what you don't know, you'll be afraid of now. Because you don't know, and you're not from there, so you're going to look from the outside and you're going and judge it now. But it's really our culture, it's really our lifestyle, it's really a generational something now. You know, when you go in there and you see how they really operate as a community,
Yeah.
the fear does leave your body because you realize it's not really about killing, you know.
No.
People just get killed, as we say earlier in the podcast. Men just be doing real shit out there, though. The worst set of shit. You understand? And I ain't saying killing is right,
Justified,
but them
yeah.
things that's be going on in this place now, but real madness going on, and people trying to curb certain things too. You understand? Sometimes war does bring peace, you know? Sometimes, you know? Sometimes a man might be out of line and the only way you can really, because you had to do that because men advantage
That's some
men and
monsters out there
it's all
too.
kind of thing happening in the culture now. If you go African and you're around them tribes and them gonna have the culture, them gonna have the way how they just move, they're gonna have the rules, they're gonna have the principles, man. They'll be breaking rules in that culture.
And there's
It's not
punish.
acceptable.
Yeah.
So you had to get it, and that's how it does go. Because I mean,
You get out of line, you get what?
you don't have to be a criminal to be punished. If we commit a crime right now, if we go against what the Prime Minister and all these people saying that we should be doing, and they're going and
Yeah.
It's
we
rules.
have repercussions.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
in these places, it have repercussions too. Them take it amongst the self.
It's self-policing.
Correct. That's what they do now, basically now. Now them go watch it now. But what I was saying though,
Like crime.
yeah, when I went into the area, I see the culture, you know, I see how it is. They're protecting themselves. You understand? They're making sure that, hey, nobody can come here and violate. You understand? We people, and the fear just leave my body. And I remember shooting the video and we put it out and go for them light up Trinidad. We stop listening Jamaican dancehall, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? Then I had brother.
Well, the boy holding some Jamaican men pocket. They cousin.
And when I do brother, the first day it get 40,000 views. Them days,
people was
them
not making 40,000 views.
nobody, not even Marshall, not even Bungie. Yeah, so like I was like, whoa.
A song taking nation by storm, you know.
By storm. Yeah. And I just had to see everybody start to rate the thing now, boy. And well, Swan bring out Med Sports and Chalano, Killer and Rebel 6, all them come out. And Trinidad was formed, and people start to act like if, you know, they'd always know that this thing would be popping. And though when Trinidad was real hot, when Killer and I was singing Melandros and all these kind of things, people that real love Trinidad, like Trinidad now. You understand?
Right.
And my issue with it is
he was a dick rider.
Yeah, you know.
Man was dick right.
Yeah, I don't like that, dog, you know, because all they were pretending. I remember before I meet Swan, when I meet Swan and people, when Go For Them drop, because when Go For Them drop, he boss, but everybody didn't understand what's going on yet. Now it's really brother, that sink it in them now.
Yeah.
But people was literally doubting me and telling me that the radio will never play that kind of music in Trinidad. And they was right, because at that point in time, Trinidad never used to play no ghetto youth singing, no my money in my pocket and my Benz and my this and whatever, my chain on my neck, and there just wasn't on that. You could even go in the station and get them that. I'm going to be like, dog, what shit is this, dog? This is not soca. This is not going to work.
It ain't calypso.
Yeah, son, this is not going to work, dog. Yeah, son. When it happened, you know, and I hear Go For Them on radio for the first time, the sense of the out of that song. Because
they didn't know what to play.
They have to censor everything, eh? He calling certain men name, this is that. So, they're censoring it on the plate. I say, look how all they censor 90% of the song just to play it.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's why you need a radio edit.
You understand? Correct. But, I mean, the song wasn't even meant for radio.
True.
You know, it was a song for the streets.
Okay.
That is a good message for the youths and them too, because it are all different genres of music in Trinidad now. You know, it are men doing hip hop, it are men doing pop, it are men doing all different types of songs, and they just feel like they're not going to get through. But as I was telling me, I remember when we thinking dancehall music could never get through. Don't feel because it was close to we.
Yeah.
That wasn't the narrative on the island, bro. Yeah. Even though it was a Jamaican genre, people used to tell we that it's Jamaican thing.
Same thing that used to happen with them reggae fellas and them Marlon Ashan, all of them reggae stars.
And it bust. Yeah. So all the men who doing the hip hop, all the men just do all the thing. Just find the way how to
taking a while though.
You have to package it right. As I will tell plenty of them that you see that hip hop thing, the reason why Trinidad work, it was real. Men was being the cell, men was dressing like how they normally dress, you know, men was acting how they act in real life. Men was big enough where they was from. Men wasn't pretending to be from Tivoli Gardens better. Men say big up the B's, big up the C's, big up Maraval. Like the things men was talking about the men in their communities. Our hip hop artists just had to be a little more real. That's what we say.
Hip hop artists is talking about 100 million bricks coming over the
you could say you I'm talking about Benz and Beamer, and then when I see you driving a Tida, or you're traveling.
You're not green man.
They mix emotions. You can't mix the emotions. Hide at least. If I say anybody Beamer, then don't let nobody see.
Come on,
our hip hop artists, because we have a lot of talented artists. I rate some of them. I rate J-Naj. You know, I rate Mike Wise.
Okay.
And when I mean rate, I mean like me as a producer, me as somebody, as a fan of the art. I'm not a fan of the industry now. As DMX say, he's not a, what you say? He's not a man. He's not a man. What you say?
Nice interview in Breakfast Club?
No. He flipped the words and he say, I'm not a man in the industry. Something, but basically he was saying that he don't allow the industry to take over him now, but he's not a fan of that, you know. And same with me, I'm a fan of the art. So it don't matter what genre of music you're doing, it don't matter how much followers you have on Instagram. I can listen to you and know if you really have what it takes now.
Right.
You know, and when I listen to some of these rappers in Trinidad, they have a vibe.
Potential.
Yeah, I know yes rappers, but all the different genres of music, they have a vibe, but they just have to find a way to relate to the people.
Marketing.
Yeah, or if you really want to be a rapper, you need to get your visa. And
All the time, it's the same. No,
you need
it's
to
the same thing.
focus on that.
Yeah,
You know,
go
like
away.
you think
Get
what
your
happen
visa.
overnight, but you need to make the right move.
Fly out and
Find your
for
wife you want to marry.
Yeah, you go. Dog, why men afraid to do that?
Find your
Why?
wife to
Yes,
marry.
that's a thing.
Yes, artist, brother. You understand?
Jet Li do that, eh?
Serious.
Dog, yeah, in the industry.
Jet Li do that, eh?
Brother, this industry.
Wong Fei Hong do that, eh?
People
Don't
getting
get
tired,
what?
but there are plenty of them Jamaican artists you watching who living across there and thing. How you feel them day?
Find
Whether
her-
it's papers.
Find
or-
a Shikaka and marry it.
Oh,
And Shikaka
God,
mean
you
the
have
great
to be
white butt.
smart, bro. Yeah, so you want to rap. Yeah, you need to get out of here. Go England or something at least. You
Yeah,
know?
if you at least want to be a
But you need to
rapper.
market yourself, you know?
Hey,
Yeah, but
we coming up to the end of the show.
Yeah.
was a better show.
This was a pretty good show, to be
Yeah,
honest
of
with you.
course.
Because I never interact with you, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I see they coming through the shades and the two goons now. I thought, shit, we gonna get robbed.
No.
We gonna get robbed for sure.
If I come with the report,
I thought I said, this could be it here.
No, you're mad.
You know, it's like, you come up at the gate, he was like, this is what the podcast is. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get
Nah,
robbed.
you know, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it militant at all times.
I said, on the car.
Yeah.
I said,
And
thank
like,
God.
yeah, you don't
Thank
watch me
God,
like a
Mackay
god,
shit.
boy.
Yeah.
Thank God, Mackay
Put
shit.
on, get on, you shake your say, God,
I put on the car, I said, Basi on your own.
Nah, you know, we gotta keep it militant at all times. you
But
know?
yeah. No, but this was a good interview. I would say this. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but gratitude on coming out, same way, dog.
Yeah,
Yep.
Any
Final-
words
yeah.
out to tell your fans, people who looking out for KG, big them up, hail them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we always about good vibes, good energy. You know, that's what we are about. We are about pushing the culture. We are about pushing the youths. You know, I'm very, very serious when it comes to that. You know, I kind of, well, I ain't gonna say I burn a fire, but I had a viral video going around. Well, I did the video yesterday. You know, I was talking about the Olympic team now. Yeah, and I was talking about how, you know, the Olympic team gone to France, and instead of people focus on, you know, like getting them good words of encouragement and, you know, filling up the comment section with positive energy, they're talking about the kit and who and like the clothes and thing that. And that's really the culture of our country for generations. Since I was a youth man, as soon as you walk in the school, the first thing to do is watch your foot now, boy.
Yeah.
As I say, who teach with the culture of laughing at people clothes and thing now, boy. You understand? Who brainwash you to feel like that is the flick now, you know? And I was talking about that, and I was saying that imagine if the youths and them had to come on social media to see what type of support they're probably getting from the people, you know? We now cross the line, we now wave the flag,
It's
you know?
probably meant
Let me
first
go
time
and
to
see what
go
my fans I'm
France.
saying. Right, let me see what my fans, I work
Nobody
hard, I train hard, I
trending,
sweating in the stadium every day because it's the Olympics, you know? I try to make my country proud.
Yeah.
And when I go on social media, all I see is my country laughing at my kid now. Boy.
Yeah, we cannot really find in what small island is.
Correct.
Yeah,
Understand? And I mean, the video went super viral, and I didn't expect it to go so viral. I was just talking my mind. Like, I really wake up and down my mind too. You know, I was like, why we continue to do this? We were talking about crime and the youths and this and that, but that's what they're doing. Change all yourself. If all what the place to change your mindset. How come when you watch something so great, the first thing come to your mind is the most negative thing?
Yeah,
And I watch in the comments and some people saying, KG, no, we ain't talking about the athletes, you know. We just talking about the clothes. But who wearing the clothes? Fool.
And how you will feel
You
when
understand?
you have on
Who
something.
you have on the
Yeah.
clothes. When I on the media, it don't matter what designer make it, I wearing it. So I go and feel like, instead of all of that, say, hey, look, KG up in the Olympics, boy, KG, big up yourself. I see it. But what I'm wearing?
And I mean, to
You're
be honest,
killing
I
my
see some kind of
confidence.
outfits in the Olympics. Trinidad wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Dog, it don't even matter, dog.
Yeah, it's
you
like-
know? So,
I mean, we only have certain avenues to reach an international stage for the Olympics.
dog,
as well.
relax on
That's
yourself.
what you say.
Relax
Support,
on
support,
yourself. So back to my point is Trinidad, we need to really understand what's really going on now. Right? You understand? Like, we just come on social media and we just talk. You know, when a young girl get bullet, a young man get bullet, we just come on the media, we just talk, oh God, look what's going on in the country. But what we really going to do as a nation to really change that? When you ask yourself that question now, like what we going to do? I want people to answer me that way. What you think we should do? Right? Yeah. People go blame the government. People go blame the police, but it's not that deep. It's each one teach one. It's our village raise our child.
Yeah.
Is energy, is language, is what you just tell each other when the day come. You see a man in the Olympics, why you talking about ticket? Congratulate him.
For
As
me,
I
one of
say,
the top
people,
athletes in
as
the
I
world.
say, bro, people lacking spirituality, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? People lacking God. When you're not close
I know
to
what
God,
you
when you're close to God, when you're not close to God, I should say, you're close to the devil now.
Well, you gotta pick a side.
So everything that coming out your mouth, demonic, and you don't even realize. So people feel it's just clothes, and people think I was just talking about the clothes. I don't give a fuck about that clothes.
Yeah.
I talking about all your mindset. I talking about something deeper than what you think I talking about. I talking about we just loving each other. If we really want the place to change, we just have to show love every single day, every single minute. Forget that negative energy, dog.
That
Just
is
forget.
easier said than
You
done,
understand?
yes.
Just forget. But no, it's not easier said than done, you know. It is very easy. But that's why we need more of this. We need more people to be vocal because I feel like people don't really understand how easy this thing really is.
To make
You
it-
understand? And how easy it is for we to really come together and love each other. It's just people feel like it's a physical thing, you know. As I say, it's something simple as instead of talking about the youth men them clothes, we could have put some positive. Instead of talking down on Trinidad, we could support the youths and them so they could probably get visas and thing and fly out of here so they ain't go dead. You understand? Instead of talking about the young girl who get shoot because she like bad man, you should guide the young girls and them.
So they know how to pick a proper man.
Talk to them. When they're crying out for help, help them.
It's true.
Help the youths. Just help the youths. We can't save all in it. But sure we can save some.
Yeah.
Final words?
You didn't know me?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
my
you go ahead.
My final words is, I mean, I didn't even know fucking at the Olympics was how to go. Like I read out it, I didn't even all this saying all this shit. I was like,
Yeah,
shit,
see.
Olympics going on. God damn.
To the athletes and them.
For we athletes.
And
Hey.
I have to say that too, you know, like big up the
That's one.
athletes and them.
So all the athletes out there, fellas, the Olympic Village is like the biggest sex fest you could have. So fellas, enjoy yourself.
Strap up, strap up.
Strap up.
And the kit real hard.
And
Yeah,
you-
well, you see the
hey,
kit, dog?
you're rocking your red, white, and black.
Trinidad.
Well, you see the kit?
No,
I
I
see-
don't know.
I
I
see
didn't know
that,
Olympics.
Brother, the kit hard, dog.
Serious.
We are going on Trinidad backward, dog. Them don't even understand that is the new
It's the
style,
new style.
bro.
Baggy clothes, that kind of vibe.
That
Yeah.
hard.
I had to see this.
It's Europe.
That
It's
hard.
Europe.
All the buttons Paris. All the
Yeah.
buttons was the pan. Like it was pan as the button.
Trinidadians
It
only
was
need to travel and
creative,
go
dog.
places. Go places.
Correct, boy.
Finish up.
Too small.
Yeah,
As usual,
bro.
everybody do good every time. Good will follow, right?
Yes,
This is
sir.
Mr. Bazi. We out.
Yeah, man.